battle while Dobby confronts Snatch himself. He taunts Snatch for being a hero that always needs to jump in to rescue others. Snatch recognizes Dobby as the villain associated with a string of murders where the corpses were burned. Dobby admits that he's excited to hear about his notoriety. Snatch attacks Dobby with a sand tiger move and Dobby counters with a large blast of fire. While Snatch is distracted, Mr. Compress uses his work to trap him inside of a marble with Dobby's flames. Mr. Compress accidentally burns himself and then asks Dobby if Snatch's sand will burn. Dobby believes Snatch can only transform his upper body into the sand and will likely die when compressed. Tomura exacts his revenge on Overhaul by destroying his arms. Spinner warns his allies that police reinforcements will arrive soon. Dobby, Mr. Compress, and Tomura walk back toward the truck as the flames from their destruction burn in the background. Pro Hero Art. Dobby is assigned to test one of Dr. Ujiko's high-end Nomu. During this encounter, Dobby recognized that Ujiko was the one who rescued him from death and rebuilt his body. And after seeing the Nomu, has a clearer understanding of what they did to him and what they're planning to use him for. Ujiko had specifically set up this encounter to ask him how he survived, surprised at his reappearance and assuming he had died after he escaped, realizing he managed to make it this far purely on his grudge alone. At Hidamari Kindergarten, on the same day as the Hero Billboard Chart JP release, Dobby tells the high-end Hood that it's the first intelligent Nobu and he expects good results. Hood attacks the number 1 and 2 pro heroes, Endeavor and Hawks. Dobby watches from within the city limits when Endeavor narrowly wins their fight. With the 2 pro heroes injured from their fights and before they can request any help, Dobby confronts them and greets Endeavor. Dobby confronts the 2 heroes and traps them within a wall of fire. Endeavor recognizes Dobby as the villain who murdered Snatch, and Dobby claims he has no idea who he's talking about. Dobby tells Endeavor he wants to talk while they have the opportunity. Hawks stands up to Dobby and the latter claims he wouldn't try and defeat the 2 top heroes alone. Then Dobby says that they're
It's old sunscreen that has some moisturizer in it.
The latter and attacks Dobby from above.
Which, most likely, I'm doing Dobby again, so... Or, it's gonna be like yesterday, where I get too busy with the viewership and keeping an eye on that to actually do the Dobby makeup. Which my skin did need the break, so thank you.
Dobby for not keeping to their original plan and holds a blade to his neck. Unfazed, Dobby replies that Hawks wasn't supposed to bring someone as powerful as Endeavor. He questions the lack of casualties from the battle, insisting that a villain sympathizer wouldn't have acted in such a heroic way. Hawks explains he has to keep up a heroic appearance to the public to make himself more useful for the League of Villains. Understanding, Dobby walks away and tells Hawks he
Also, my cat's in here, if you can see that thing that looks like a gray blob. She's very attached to me. Thank you. She saw me this morning getting up and she was like,
Meta Liberation Army arc. Prior to the Hero Billboard JP, the
She's
League
like-
of Villains had seen better days.
and she was not looking at
Fine
me.
without funds and resorted to stealing from other criminal groups and living in a rundown building. Sometime during this period, while the League takes it easy, Twice asks Himiko if she wants a villain name of her own. Mr. Compress and Spinner add that her and Tomura are the only ones without one. Himiko refuses one as Spinner suggests Vampirus Carmilla, and Twice suggests Suck Suck and Lickitung, while Himiko rejects both. Dobby mocks them for their suggestions, calling it stupid and just crowd-pleasing crap as a holdover from before the work registration system. Compress retorts back, considering Dobby's own name, while snidely stating that he still hasn't told them his real name. Tomura adds on to the conversation, explaining the history of how hero and villain names came to be, originating from aliases used to refer to anonymous enemies, with code names being adopted and embraced like comic books, helping to lead the world to being like one itself. Tomura says he's good without one, even though he thinks they can be cool, as Himiko jumps for joy, saying that's why she joined the League, to live as Himiko Toga. While the
Oh
League
my
continues
god.
their race
Yesterday,
back to other villain
it
groups
rounded
like
up
Mystery
to like
Detective
6,000
and
views.
Dobby spends his time trying to recruit new members. He returns to the filthy hideout and berates his allies for sitting around doing nothing. Twice replies that Dobby just burns everyone he meets, but Dobby claims he burns them because their ambition is trash, and Himiko taunts him for being a poor judge of character. Spinner confronts Tomura over the state of the
Yeah.
League and admits he's
Yeah,
only
like-
there to fill his empty heart with a new
And I was
purpose.
like, oh my
Dobby
god.
taunts him by saying this
And
is
then
all
I
because
think I
they
fell
were
asleep
sane.
yesterday.
They're interrupted by an intense rumbling that
Oh,
brings the
God.
villains outside. The League of Villains come face to face with a giant, claiming it's searching for All for One's successor. Dobby questions the identity of this titan, and Tomura claims he's the secret weapon Kurogiri got captured trying to retrieve. The giant quickly overpowers the League, while the voice of All for One's doctor plays from the beast's radio, which hangs around its neck. The doctor explains that the giant is named Gigantomachia, and he's All for One's ex-bodyguard. Gigantomachia went into hiding before All for One's defeat, and the doctor claims this beating
skin's
Himalayan lights up
healing.
his flames. Dobby blasts Gigantomachia in blue flame. Shocked, Dobby watches as the giant brushes off the fire as Himiko tells Dobby his attack didn't work. A recording of All for One's voice suits Gigantomachia and calms him down. The Doctor warps the League to his lair using the warping
Thank
word
you.
from Camino. Dobby immediately notices the no-move host in the lab. Doctor connects Dobby's sharp eye and introduces himself as Doruma Ujiko. Annoyed, Dobby asks why the League is at the lair, and the Doctor replies they must prove themselves if they desire his support. In response, Tomura explains his past and why he
I
decides to
think
destroy everything.
with the Dobby makeup today is where using the base of other stuff we're gonna do more, like a little bigger and a little more out, and then there's little holes in between it, if you can see. So I think I'm gonna paint red under it to like simulate blood.
Following this, the high-end hood attack on Endeavor and Hawks takes place. Almost a month and a half later, Dobby contacts Hawks by
Also, if you're like, it's the coloring's weird on the screen today. Yeah, my window isn't open. Normally my curtains are open, but yesterday was 101, and I haven't even checked the weather today. But I'm already hot, which is depressing. Please help. Please help. Look at my neck. Please help it. This is absurdity. My skin looks like it has more pores. This is good. This is the only thing that's been helping with my weird, like skin stuff recently. It has like hundreds of stuff on it.
Slide and Go leads the villains through the seemingly abandoned city, where they eventually meet with Koku Hanabata and Chitose Kizuki, two top executives of the army. Koku begins the Liberation Army's revival celebration, and dozens of citizens suddenly ambush the villains. Dobby appears to avoid direct combat while dodging various forts aimed toward the League. Spinner comments that no matter how many warriors are defeated, they just keep coming in waves. Dobby replies that Spinner hasn't defeated a single one yet. Koku Hanabata uses his campaign van to announce that Chitose has perished at the hands of Himiko. The warriors are enraged and swarm Tamura, who counterattacks by killing them all with a single swipe of his hand. Impressed, Dobby realizes it's about time that he got serious about fighting, when suddenly a hooded man tries to crush him using two giant ice gauntlets. Dobby avoids it and admits he's gotten stronger, and now he can tell at a glance.
The great thing about Dobby makeup is it can be different from the last time you did it. In like the same realm of possibility, because dude is burning himself all of the time. How consistent can he actually look, other than he purple? Dude is just on fire all the time. How consistent can he actually look?
The blue flames prove more ferocious and hold the advantage against Geten's ice. Dobby taunts his opponent, calling him outmatched since his ice is all gone.
Oh, cool.
Mr. Compress struggles nearby against some of the other warriors and asks for help. Dobby asks why he should help when an army of twice clones is headed their way.
No,
The
this is
double
Dr.
fight
Pepper.
Dobby and Mr. Compress from the other warriors. Many of them
I'm
decide
not
they
one of
should
those
try and double Dobby,
poke
but Mr. Compress urges them to save some fodder for when Gigantomachia awakens. Geten takes out much of Twice's Sad Man's parade with a barrage of ice. Confused, Dobby asks if this town specifically manufactures ice. The Iceman explains he can lower the temperature of the town's water supply in order to generate more. Dobby calls him obnoxious for not leading with that.
That dude gotta be really right. I'm sorry, I'm thinking out loud again.
By the strength of one's meta ability. Dobby believes that Geten's words of sheer strength sounds miserable and brutally
Yeah.
asks him to keel over and die.
Okay, how many people watch My Hero Academia and is like caught up? Because I want to talk. I want to talk. I'm mad at Bone Studio, but I want to talk. Which, side note, I told Rose last night what happened with Bones. And she was like, I was like, yeah. Which, like, WTF, I am a 19-year-old girl. I am a 19-year-old girl and you got mad at me. You're a grown fucking studio. The fuck is wrong with you? Fucking side note, that new thing where it's like, they're gonna use AI to detect like how old you are. It's so crap because you know something. I watch a lot of cartoons, and I'm a 19-year-old girl. My TV on a regular basis thinks I'm like 5. So this fucking crap of, well, we're gonna we're gonna like restrict stuff if we think you're a minor. You're gonna think I'm 5. And so when I wanna watch perverted ass shit, because I am a pervert, I'm not even gonna fucking lie. It's gonna be like, no. I can watch Bugs Bunny and then want to go listen to my fucking audios. Give me my stuff. Literally, and now they're like, well, we're gonna use AI to detect how old we think you are, and you have to like prove it. What the fuck? You know I'm an adult. You have my shit already. I'm a YouTuber. It's like sometimes I go through phases where I have to listen to audios because I am depressed. Give me my shit. What do you mean? You can think I'm 5. I don't like that. Give me my stuff. You're welcome. Freaking side note. This dude I went to high school with, he doesn't follow me on stuff. But we went to high school together, right? And I guess I keep showing up in his should follow feed because he keeps viewing my story every like other week. And dude, what do you want? It seems like he wants something. I'm like, you have my Snap. You have my Snap. Text me on Snap. I will respond. I will be confused, but I will respond. If you want to speak to me, stop looking at my story. Jesus Christ. And I'm mad about some other stuff. I can't talk about it. I'll figure out some way to hint about it in 45 minutes. I was trying to see if my mother was awake, but then my dad was in the hallway and it was weird. My hair is so clean. Oh. I hit the fuck out of my hip with the door handle. Because I was like gonna see what my mom was doing if she was up yet. My dad was like in the house. I need to like. It really ain't. It really ain't. It looks clean because it doesn't get oily because I don't wash it in the same amount. But I'll go like a month without washing my hair with like shampoo. I want to clarify something with people. You do realize whether you're washing your hair or not in the shower, if it's getting wet, you should be scrubbing your scalp, right? Because if you don't, you're just getting your scalp wet, you're getting your hair wet, you're not washing it. You're just gonna get nasty. It's gonna get worse. Some people are like, oh, I can only go like a day without washing my hair. Yeah, because you're trying to grow mold in it, you fucking moron. It's dead skin. Your scalp mainly produces dead skin. People people hear that I really don't wash my hair. Like, I really don't. And it's part of the reason, one, it's long, and two, it's healthy even though it has its bleach parts. I really don't. I just don't. Which, like, yeah, if I put oil in it, I'm gonna wash it. But also, I do hot oil treatments on occasion. Which, great idea. Really great idea, honestly.
Upon realizing that Twice has died, Dobby completely goes berserk on Hawks, sarcastically mocking the hero for killing his comrade. Dobby continues to beat down Hawks with every bit of rage and anger stored inside of him.
I think when you're in stuff like school, that's like so much more like noticeable because everyone's looking at everyone else. And it's not like in a sense of like, oh my god, they know I didn't shower last night. I think it's like in a sense of like, oh my god, what if they know? Like, I was fucking nasty. I I went through a whole phase where I was like, I'm gonna be the cleanest person alive, and no one liked me. And then I was like, I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm high off my ass. I'm gonna be disgusting. And then nobody liked me still. Nothing changed. So why the fuck do I need a change? I don't know. I think sometimes that type of stuff too, it's a depression thing, and people don't super get that. It's like, it definitely was for me. Because showering generally takes so much effort for me. And I also have a lot of hair, so it's like, okay, we want me to wash my hair, we want me to wash me, we want me to shave, we want me to moisturize and oil, and we want me to have clear skin. Okay, I'm spending 90% of my day at that point bathing. No. No. I will wash my hair when it needs to be washed, and I will not shave, and I will do what I want to do. Because I'm not spending 90% of my day fucking in the bath. I'm not doing that. Not even in the bath. If I was in the bath, it'd be less annoying. But I can't be in the bath. So I'm like, I have to shower, and then I get lightheaded because I'm iron deficient, and sometimes I get in the shower and I'm dehydrated. And it's just, I will say, if you've never taken a shower at night and then gotten out of the shower and drinking hot coffee, you are missing out. You're missing out. I do that like every time I shower. What is the type? Well, I went on a rant about bathing, which is very on topic because we're doing Dobby again. I feel like people bathe too much, if that makes sense. I'm not saying people should be gross. I just feel like there's a lot of people that shower every day for no real reason, and then they wonder why they have to spend all this money on moisturizers and stuff. It's because you're murdering your skin. I'm definitely not like the highest standard of hygiene, but I feel like people shower too much. Like, just in general. Like, you don't need to shower every single day. You should be showering like every other day, but you also don't even really need to like wash your hair every other day, or even like once a week. Like, you have a problem if your hair is like nasty on like day 3 of not washing it. You also, if you have long hair, you should be braiding your hair or wearing something like silk-like before you go to bed, because it's gonna prevent things like breakage. And people, I feel like, don't know that. Especially if you have bleached hair. If you have thin or bleached or really like fine, straight, fuzzy hair, or all of it, which for some reason bitches with fine, straight, fuzzy hair are like, I'm gonna bleach it because that's a good idea. braided, something silk, something protecty, like a little scarf, like a bonnet. Do something, please. My little white ass should not tell when you need a trim. Yeah.
Davi arrives from the back of the giant villain to announce his arrival to the heroes on the ground.
Okay, so all my monitors, don't ban that person. Let them speak their speak. Okay. Let's not, because remember, all places problems derive from the government, not from the people.
Davi continues by saying that he's been watching Endeavor all this time and has started broadcasting his past to the entire world to discredit his father, while telling Endeavor of the terrible pain he endured as a child, asking himself why he even existed.
When he's watching the TV, she's like half like it's half. But yeah, don't ban that person, please, everyone. Let them speak their speaks. Their speaks. I don't know what the fuck that means. I'm not commenting because I am not highly educated enough to be commenting on the situation. I have commented on the past. I cannot remember exactly what's happening, but the fact of, to my knowledge, some people were dancing around words because, you know, some people are being pushed into kind of a weird area of like other people next to them want them to be extinct, it seems, because the two of them keep fighting, but it's the governments that keep fighting, not really the people, it seems. And so one side's government was like, you know what, we're gonna bomb your people. Which, if you have a direct problem with someone, you don't go beat up their friend. No, you go beat up that person. It's the same sense of like, if a bully was like, I don't like that person, and then they were like, I'm gonna go beat up their friend. That's only friends with them because they have to be. And to my knowledge, they've both done bad things a lot. To my understanding. To my little white American woman understanding. But one side is targeting the people because it's mad at those people's government. And they don't seem to have much of a say of who's in the government. And I'm going off of regionally. I'm not going off of anything I know. So it seems like one person's government, is being kind of a pussy bitch. My cat wants to. Bye, lady. Anyway, seems like one government's being a pussy ass bitch and wouldn't bomb the people they have problems with, which is really the other people's government. And now they're trying to scramble to save their people. Is all people fucking matter? Ooh, that sounds too close to something. Fuck that. They're worried because their people dying, right? But then they're going, kiki, ha, we have the better of you. In reality, they're just harming civilians. That's what I understand of the situation. That's what I understand. I am not an educated individual in the matter. I try to be, but I try to watch the videos to educate myself and I cry. Cloak. Yeah. Thank you. So yeah, to my knowledge, the people of the place did kind of nothing. They might not have the greatest history, it seems, but they have recently not harm the other people. So they're just getting bombed for their own inner issues on a surface level. That's what I've comprehended in my little white lady head. I could be wrong. If I am wrong, correct me. I have so much room to learn in this lifetime. And once again, like I have said repeatedly, I am really just a little white woman who gets mistaken for other things a lot. I'm not the most educated person, and I can show all the empathy in the world, and I can have all the empathy in the world. Sad part is, you cannot feel other people's things in the fullest extent unless you are that person, and that's really depressing because then we get people in power who don't have empathy. So yeah, if you ever have a situation that you feel like I should be informed about, tell me. Knowledge really is like the ultimate power in this world. And being informed and aware and making the conscious decision, even if it is just in the back of your head, will help. But yeah. To my knowledge of the place, it does seem like they don't have the best reputation with, like, and then like within itself, in a way. Like they might not be the greatest, but like once again, you have a problem with someone, you don't bully the friend, you bully them. So it's really like they're like, haha, Kiki, you can't be in charge if there's no people. Not, we're gonna help your people by getting your asses not in charge. They're doing a lot more harm than any sort of good that they could possibly be thinking they're doing by bombing people. Which, yeah, sometimes bad people deserve stuff like that, but you cannot sit there and decide if a whole population of people are bad or not with no knowledge, inner-wise, of those people. Which the other people's government seems to be acting like they have, which they won't. But yeah, I'm gonna shut my little white ass up. Someone was talking about something political, and I was basically explaining my knowledge of it because they were very upset, and I was basically trying to skirt around certain words so that I don't run the possibility of getting in trouble, because this is YouTube and they aren't being the nicest at the moment. So I was trying to skirt around certain words that could get me restricted age-wise because it's political talk. Or get me another mysterious ass email being like, are you a citizen? That wasn't fun. Dobby goes on a charge as he mocks his father on their meeting and asks if he's come to watch his pals get incinerated, throwing a torrent of fire. But Shoto emerges. Literally, I talked about how I'm like popular all over, but I have kind of high percentages in like Turkey. And then because I like had it pulled up on my computer and we were talking, and I was like giddy, and I was happy because like I'm all over. And then the next morning at like 4 in the morning, I got this weird email from YouTube. I'm not even sure. It could have been someone pretending to be YouTube. Essentially being like implying that I lied, that I was a US citizen. Like the email was like, hey, even though you've already filled out all these papers, we need you to go do all these other papers with social security people. And I was like, why? That doesn't make sense. Which it seemed like to me. he's like, I could only detect one, like, actual reason they could have made me do this because I haven't heard of this before, but it seems to me like someone got a little mad and now they want me to prematurely fill out a bunch of forms that are already filled out. Literally, it was like, but it was from YouTube and it already had my copy of my stuff that I already filled out. So I was like, this is weird. It wasn't like, hey, are you a U.S. citizen? But it was like, you need to go get a business license. And I was like, why? And it was like, well, my first thought was, did I not? What did I say in my paperwork? And then I was really confused. And then I was like, you have my shit, so you are YouTube. It was weird, dude. It was weird. I'm just ignoring it now. It's foundation I forgot to blend. If it turns out in the future I do need a business license or whatever the fuck, which most likely, since they want me to do a business licensing, which I don't know why they would want me to do it now. I don't make good money. It's probably just for like tax reasons to keep everything in line. That wise, but like really weird that they're asking me now and that I got that email right after I was talking about Turkey. Like, hey, you were talking about Turkey yesterday in your live stream, less than 24 hours ago. What are you doing? Like, it seemed like they were a little mad at me. I was like, and I could not explain the email. I still can't. Because I read it and I immediately started panicking. Dude, I literally just said makeup. Listen, you have ears. Use them. Anyway. I sat there and it was like 4 in the morning. I just woken up. I woke up in a sweat. And I look at my phone and there's this email. And they email me a lot to just update me on stuff and tell me about new updates they're doing to my channel and stuff. And I was like, and then I looked at it and I was like, this is from YouTube. They have my information already. They have a copy of my information already. Huh. I could be wrong. I'm assuming someone got real American ass in their fucking shit. And we're like, you need to fill this out now! That's what I'm assuming. Because I was nice to the Middle East. Is Turkey the Middle East? I don't fucking know. They're worried about my ass. I don't know geography. Jesus Christ. Go worry about other people that aren't me. Stop worrying about me. Go away. I'm minding my damn business. And then I attack. Yeah, it was. And I was like, this is weird. But now I can't find the email. I can't find the email, which makes me think I panicked, deleted it. But I'm just writing it out. Which I know it's from YouTube. Because it had a fucking copy of my paperwork I already filled out. Which, like, they can't get unless it was from YouTube. So I'm like, not paperwork, like, digital work. Yes, sadly enough, sometimes you have to do that, even in something like this. Especially when you're starting out and you're like, hey, I am a person fucking payment. Which was me at that point. Which that was also the same day. I don't know if we remember, but I had a very dramatic play on the floor, and I was calling this guy I was seeing a wanker, and I was crying on the floor, and JJ kept telling me to give me legal advice, and I was just appalled, throwing a fit, and I could be like, YouTube, what the fuck? I feel like you're bullying me, and that was a fun day. That was a fun day. I cried a lot.
Forest, causing more trouble for the heroes. This was then accompanied by Himiko, who was transformed into twice, summoning a huge number of twice
Which,
doubles
honestly,
for the
looking
entire
back, a
battlefield.
little funny.
Endeavor asks Dabi if
A
Shoto
little
is
funny.
alright.
Because that
She
same
replies,
dude's pissing
telling
me
her
off
original
again.
plan to kill Shoto and then bring the latter
At this
to him
dude,
as a present.
at this point with this dude, I'm just like, dude, you met me. You didn't tell me you were religious to start with, and now you're getting all Jesus-y Bible-y on me, and I feel attacked, and we're getting real weird and acting like we want housewife, but we don't. We don't be honest with Mifa. Really, his ass fucking likes some shit being like, women should be like, we know. And I was like, oh Lord, you have a death wish. And then I got real mad and real bitchy. And now he's dead. Not dead like IRL. Dead in here. He's dead. You're dead. And I'm gonna slowly start blocking him on everything, and then he can hear me bitch about him on my YouTube. Does he have it? You wanted to get weird and trappy, and just not great, and be like, you know what? I'm not gonna tell her I'm religious. I'm just gonna fucking spring it on her, like Jerry fucking Springer. And I'm just gonna be like, the Bible. What about the Bible? I don't fuck with that book. Why are we talking about it? I'm getting real high pitched, but I'm real pissed about this. Like, you claim you want a housewife, and you claim that, like, this video was literally sexist as shit. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, you want a housewife according to this, but you don't want to date me because I don't have a quote-unquote real job. Last time I checked, housewives don't have quote-unquote real jobs. They have real jobs, but, like, society-wise, not considered real jobs. And I'm like, you want to kill. That's what you want. You have a death wish. Like, I am sorry. When did any of this happen? You met me, and I had short, bright pink hair. Virgin pink from Arctic Fox. If you know the fucking color, you know it's a pink. And then I had baby big and shaved sides of head. And I was like 20 pounds heavier and on a lot of meds. And you met me, and your thought was, she's gonna be fine if I tell her in a year and a half I'm religious.
Shoto surpasses his limits and unleashes his great glacial nature on Dabi, completely consuming him for
What?
ice, stopping his self-destruction
What?
and causing his fire to dissipate and burn.
When?
Shoto emerges
Why?
victorious while looking down at the
What?
then partially frozen Dabi.
What?
That the rest of his family was there to help cool him down because his great glacial nature might
We
have
love
been enough
JJ,
to stop it.
but
Dabi's blue flames have been increasingly
my
getting
chat's like
hotter.
completely frozen, so I'm just
Figuring he
gonna.
was not a masterpiece creation after all.
Okay, I don't know.
Dabi's body begins to freeze from the inside out, and all he can appropriately vent out to everyone, including himself, is to just die. As Dabi lays there, a severely wounded Endeavor crawls toward his son and holds on to him, remorsefully apologizing for not going to Sekoto Peak. Dabi reminds him that he hates him and his family, and Endeavor continues to break down, saying to let him have it, apologizing to Rei, Fuyumi, Natsuo, and Shoto for everything as well. Shortly afterwards, Miko's double swarm has increased in tenacity to the point that it began to decimate everything in its path.
People are away.
Todoroki's location. By the time the ocean of doubles reached them, Endeavor dragged Dabi and his family underneath
But
the shield
yeah,
as best he could.
me mad.
To Ochako,
Me
the hero of
strong.
Miko is defeated, and the doubles disintegrate into the air, with the Todoroki surviving the storm. Shortly afterwards, Dabi is escorted by several recovery robots, alongside Rei, Fuyumi, and Natsuo to receive medical treatment, while Endeavor and Shoto rejoin the final fight. Did you enjoy our video? Be sure to other great videos from the Among.
So yeah,
Subscribe and ring the bell to be notified
he's
about our
dead
latest
in my
video.
head. Dead. He's not just, that is calculated as shit to be like, yes, I find non-religious girl. I then no tell her me religious. I then claim Bible knows all to her face. Out of nowhere. And that won't freak her out. Oh, it freaked me out. It freaked me all the way out. I said, my head said, I'm not safe. My head said, my brain. What, Winnie? I'm still alive. Hold on. I was just telling you about something. Do you want out? Watch it. Anyway, my brain said, I'm not safe. She does that because it makes a click noise when she does because the door isn't centered in the frame, so it goes click, 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 click. And she knows it gets my attention. But yeah, my brain said, oh, he's getting Bible-y on me. This isn't a safe zone for me historically. Because it's not. Because I question the Bible. And no one who's religious ever gives me answers about the Bible. Ever. I told you. Come in. Hi, princess. And so then I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'll let it fly this one time. And I let it fly. And then he just made it worse for himself. Because apparently, men are the stupidest things to have ever existed. Ever. End of statement. How are you going to be so stupid that your thought is, yes, I get alternative bad bitch. I no tell her religious. I act like no big deal. And then I get real weird. And cherry picky. I'm sorry. Are you religious? Religious people don't have sex before marriage. And religious people certainly don't sleep in non-religious people's beds. Last time I checked, that's sleeping with the devil. Last time I checked, religious people don't smoke pot. Last time I checked, religious people typically don't drink if they are as religious as you are fucking getting. Last time I checked, religious people don't find. Well, religious people actually do find non-religious people and go, be one of us. But
we want to make sure that Texans have a quick, low-carb breakfast option to power your...
Yes, and he didn't tell me in the beginning, and then he spooned it on me 6 months ago. He just started talking religious shit. And I was like, okay, I deducted in my own time that you were religious. Why are you saying the Bible shit to me? Because I'm upset. Because I don't like being told I have a penis. By grown white men. Even more so, why am I not allowed to be your girlfriend? Why? Okay, I've deducted. Could be my white assness. That's whatever. I assumed so. Because me white. I'm not the whitest, but there's not enough melanin historically in me to not be white bitch. Cat wants out. Oh, winning. Go fight the people. Go fight the man. Winning. Go get her. Anyway. First assumption of why I'm not allowed to be girlfriend. I was like, maybe it's my white ass thing. I was like, don't like that, but that's fine. Because that's understandable from a cultural situation. From an area we live situation. I was like, I don't like that, but it's fine. It was fine. I was gonna live with it. And then it got, you don't have a job, so I don't want to be your boyfriend. But I want to sleep in your bed and eat your food and see your parents and talk to them like I'm going to marry you. Okay, no job. I go apply for job. Cool. Doesn't care. At that point, I should have burned his ass alive. But I didn't, because I'm trying to be nice. And then it gets like he wants me to go to church. And then I'm like, okay, we're implying we want me to be more religious. No. But I'm gonna steer every conversation you start about religion away. And that's what I did. And then, most recently, this fucking video he liked, and I'm watching it, I'm like, so essentially it's not my white ass thing, it's not a religious thing, it's not a no job heavy thing, it's not even a sense of your friends don't like me, so you'd rather sneak me around behind your roommate's back thing. It's none of them. I have deducted that I am simply not feminine enough for his fucking ass. Whew. But I'm feminine enough to fuck, and I'm feminine enough to sneak around, and I'm feminine enough to have been trying to nail me for a year. More than a year. Fucking 2 years. And so now I'm sitting here, I'm deductive. I'm like, okay. You deserve to be burned. And that is not any sense of fucking history or anything. I'm just, this is the type of shit I don't like doing. I was nice to a man, and he deducted that I look too much like a man. Which makes no sense, because you literally fucked me.
Tomura catches the scarf, and the Elation hero elbows him in the torso. Tomura lacerates her elbow and disintegrates it using the pavement. He taunts Eraserhead not to overwork himself or else he might just fall apart. Eraserhead forces Tomura.
I gave him every other sensible, hurtful, but sensible reason not to want to date me publicly. And I bit my tongue over and over and over and over and over again. Because I was like, okay, I'm basically your girlfriend. But I don't get the title. Okay. You're basically an in-law to my parents at this point. But, okay. You adore my parents and they adore you. But I don't get the title. Okay. Okay. It's been 2 years, but okay. I want to bite my lip until it just falls off. But you want the girlfriend treatment, and you want to be a protective asshole, and you want all this shit, and just but it deducts to the fact of it's not my white ass, it's not an area or state issue, it's not your parents' issue, it's not your friend's issue. No, it is a issue of you have deducted that I am not either religious enough or woman enough, even though you have literally fucked me. Literally fucked me. And we all know. We fucking know. And this type of shit is what happens when you raise insecure little bitches. He wants me to be his, but he doesn't want to title me girlfriend. Because he titled me girlfriend, then I have to meet his parents, and then I have to do this, and I have to do that. And everyone has to know he's dating a little white bitch. But no, fall asleep in my hair, and hold me in your sleep. And every time you come to my house, you fucking nap. You fucking nap. What about me, my last video? Thank you. I'm just agitated at this point. I'm fucking agitated. If he felt like I didn't look enough like a fucking chick, or I cursed too much, or I'm too vile, you could have said that 2 years ago. And then he sits there and he's like, well, you're being weird on your internet shit. Yeah, I am. I'm fucking mad. You're gonna sit there and be you. And I'm sitting there and I'm being me. And you can love me to fucking death in private. When I tell you, if I sat here and riddled off any of the stuff he has done when he's sitting there and he's calling me drunk, or he's laying in my bed taking a nap, or he's in my house, or I'm in his house, or we are alone. If I sat here and reeled off all the things, you would think there's a fucking marriage proposal coming. Literally. He's like in love with me. Undeniable. But no. No girlfriend title. What? Hello. Literally, gonna sit there and treat me like I'm literally the most important thing in your entire life. At times, he does this, and he's just like, he just adores me, adores. And I'm on the phone with my friend because I am not a person of color, and I'm trying to talk to her, figure out the situation, see if it's a fucking cultural issue. I can't talk, I'm mad. And she's like, it could be. And I was like, that's what I was thinking, but I'm so confused. And she was like, I really don't know. I try to give you benefit after benefit, sir. I try to even be like, maybe it's an in his head thing. It's an in his head thing. And then you let that fucking bitch in your car. Do you remember that? If you're watching this, do you remember that? I remember that. I remember because I'd been sleeping all day, and I had the worst period of the entire year, and I was in quite a bit of pain. A period so painful, I was all like, am I dying? And then I open her story. It's something my gut told me to open her story. And she's in your car. But she has routinely tried to sleep with you. And you have routinely told her no. And then, you know what he would do? He would tell her no. And then he would call me and tell me that he told her no. Like I am his girlfriend and I should be proud. If he didn't do it immediately, he did it the next fucking time we talked. How the fuck are you gonna have me on a knowledge basis like I am your fiance? But no ring, no title, no relationship, no photos. And we don't even nail like that often. Die. Just die. Oh, she was never my friend. I hate her guts. I want to marry Horikoshi, the creator of My Hero Academia. I was talking about this on the phone with Rose last night. I was like, I want to marry him. It's not even like for the money thing. He's worth a lot of money. But like not for money. I just think he's a cutie. I'm not even joking. I think he's a cutie. I think he's so cute. I love a recluse. I love a sweet man who's gonna just sit on the floor waiting for me to be done with work. That's what I need. That's what I want. And this motherfucker is like, you know what? She's given me all the support throughout the years, and I feel great about myself when she does it. And she's been so nice to me, and just like, but no title of girlfriend. That's when you don't get nice Mifa anymore. Because nice Mifa is a lot of energy. Nice Mifa is so much fucking energy. It's so much fucking energy. And I have routinely sat there on the phone with you, just talking away, biting my tongue. You got yelly at me one time. He got higher in pitch at me one time. And that made me want to cry because I don't like being yelled at. And I don't even remember why. And then I told him it upset me. And he was like, I didn't know I did that. Oh, Lord. Literally, was in my bed. Spent the night. Didn't try to fuck me. Literally was holding on to me. Like, with such, like, love. This dude was literally, you know when you see husbands and they're just like, my wife is the most greatest thing in the entire world. Look at her, she's just so great. I'm just gonna hold her forever. That. Thank you. Look, it wasn't even forgiveness. I just bit my tongue. I bit my tongue. There was a couple times I had to mute myself and yell a little because I was like, ooh, if you weren't so cute. Good sir, you're gonna have to try hard as fuck after that video. You're gonna try hard as fuck. That was a breaking point with you. That was a breaking point. You're gonna sit there like a anti-feminist, misogynistic ass video of this bitch who 1000% does porn. And I'm gonna see it, and I'm gonna find out, and I'm gonna talk fucking shit to my mother, who loves you. They get along like two peas in a pod. He loves my mom. She loves him. They get along like two peas in a pod. You're no. You're fucked. You're not allowed here anymore. You're not allowed in my house. You're not allowed in my bed. You're not allowed to touch me. You're not allowed to call me whenever you want. You have to text me now that you want to call me. If you just call me, I'm not answering. You have to start from the fucking bottom all over again, like you did 2 years ago. Which, Historically, let's see, how long did it take you to get me in bed the first time? 2 years!
As Tomorrow leaves, he thinks about how he's had a creed and ideals from the beginning, but he just didn't know. The only difference
Have
is
fun.
he knows what he's
Have
working
fun.
towards. He desires
Have fun doing whatever the fuck you want. You're not getting with this. You want it? No. No, no, no. No, no, no. You have to start all the way from the bottom. You have to praise my feet like I'm a fucking god. Because what the fuck do you mean? No. 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 No, no, no. You do not get nice Mifa for 2 years and then fuck it up like 4 times in the span of 6 months. No! No! Do we think I'm stupid? Do we think I'm stupid? You're a moron. You're a fucking moron. What the fuck is wrong with you? I gotta turn off my light. Literally. Fucking hell. He should have realized I'm fucking insane. I am so smart. I'm not insane. I'm fucking smart. Because that motherfucker was like, I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want. And I posted a photo of my ass. He said that one night, like a night or two later, posted a photo of my fucking ass. My ass looked great. My ass looked great. You know why? Because I had a great ass, and he knows it. And then he was like, wow. And I was like, you don't label, you don't own, you don't get to have. And then he fucking, last month, was like, you look great. Because I had posted myself in a swimsuit, and I was all toned, and my ass looked amazing. And he was like, you look great. And I was like, I know. I can be a smart ass and a fucking bitch. And his dumb ass is like, I can outsmart ass her. No, you can't! You are incapable! What is wrong with you? No, you can't! Fucking moron. I can outsmart ass her. No, you can't. I will lie to your face. I will lie to his face. I will lie to your roommate's face, and I will start being on speaking terms with his brother again. Because his brother adores me. Motherfucker, half the guys we know equally has either wanted to fuck me, has tried, and has failed. Why do you think you're so smart? You're not smart. You're cute. You got good cheekbones, and I like them. Why the fuck are you sitting there being a fucking moronic dick? One of your friends follows me. That's a whole other thing. One of your fucking friends started spontaneously following me, and your friends don't know about me, and they don't know we know each other. So why the fuck is your friend following me? One of your good friends follows me.
And decides to ask for the force of his teacher, all for one, to help him convince Katsuki. All for one who's been watching his computer, commends his apprentice for his wise decision.
And I am a bit of a whore.
Suddenly, All Might breaks in.
So your friend is following the chick you want, but can't admit you want, who's a bit of a whore. Not even a physical whore. I'm a digital whore. I'm like a fucking Pokemon. Shake a shake a shake. Ooh, shiny.
All Might criticizes Tomorrow for underestimating fellow heroes, the police force, and the unwavering spirit of unity. All Might declares that it's game over for Tomorrow and his evil villains. Tomorrow refutes All Might's claims and says that it's the beginning of the evil villains, and they'll extinguish the society All Might has created. Tomorrow orders Kurogiri to create portals so that they can escape. However, Kurogiri is fainted due to Eggshot using his foot to hyperthin his body enough to enter Kurogiri's body and knock him out from the inside. Brangelino asks Tomura the location of all for him. Tomura becomes silent and begins running his past. The flashback of his childhood enrages Tomura, causing Tomura which surprises the lead villains and the pro heroes. The dozens of nobles cause pandemonium for the pro heroes and the villainous heroes. Tomura realizes that what's transpiring is the worthless teacher.
I can't. I
Tomura,
fucking
along with
can't.
Heyy and the Vanguard Action Squad, are teleported
How the fuck are you gonna be like the piano? Yeah, I finally got her.
All for one sees that his apprentice Tomura
I'm gonna be a sexist piece
however,
of
all
shit
for one is
now.
neither angry nor disappointed with Tomura and
Oh
encourages Tomura
Lord.
to try again, since he
Oh
still has
Lord.
the
Make me
passion.
ashamed. Make me ashamed, I guess.
All for one implores
Oh, that's a
Tomura
good
to try
idea,
many
yeah.
times as he
Yeah,
likes, since
totally a
everything
good
is for
idea.
his sake. Suddenly, All Might appears in
I'm
flashes
totally
of
not
lightning.
gonna talk so
All for
much
one creates
shit
a huge blast wave that sends Tomura's
and
flying.
sabotage your
All
life.
orders Tomura to escape by
I've done it
blast
before.
and comments that his black liquid warping form won't help
Why
him
are
fight
we
the
this
release.
stupid?
All for one uses a quirk that forcefully activates the enemy warping, which causes a portal to open. Suddenly, All Might reappears onto the battlefield,
Oh
using
no!
to allow All Might to escape
I got
and
bomb
charge them.
fucking pussy.
Before heading into battle,
I'm
All
gonna
for one
ruin
comes
my own life
slowly
now!
All for
What
one
the fuck is
allies
wrong
clash
with
again.
you?
Mr. Compress uses his
Jesus
strength to punch
Christ.
and tells Tomura that they should escape while they can. The League of Villains prepares to take Katsuki while Katsuki prepares for battle. As Himiko twice and Mr. Compress try to take Katsuki, who fends them off.
I got a cough.
Peacefully along with Eiichiro Kenya.
People annoy me.
Eiichiro yells at Katsuki to grab his hand.
How the fuck are you
attempts to
gonna be
stop
this
Katsuki, but
stupid?
Katsuki uses his explosion to launch himself
This
towards Eiichiro
fucking
and
stupid.
grabs his hand.
Dude, I'm gonna
Tomura
slowly
and the
start
Vanguard
blocking
Action
you
Squad
on
are
everything.
surprised that Izuku
And you're supposed to work on my dad's jaw.
Spinner, Genji, and Mr. Compress hatch a plan to
Which means
chase Katsuki.
most likely the next time you see me, you're gonna be working at my house. And what will I be doing? Ignoring your fucking ass. You can be out there. I'm in here. I'm in my house. You're not in my house. Get out of my house. Get out of my house. Why are you in my house? I don't know you. Avery, you know me. No, you don't. Who's Avery? I'm not Avery. Avery, you're being ridiculous. Oh, I'm being ridiculous. Mr. No Name Label don't know how he feels. Oh, I'm being ridiculous. That's hilarious.
In his new hideout, Tomura is sitting in the dark. Compress speaks to Himiko over the phone. Eventually, most of the villains, except Dabi and Spinner, gather together again, with twice bringing a potential new villain to join them. Overhaul. Shie Hasaikai art. Overhaul enters the
Avery, what do you mean with this? I don't know. That's some pathetic piece of shit. He's taking me and now he's being weird.
Someone will eventually become the next.
It's almost like we should be nice to me. And we should know this by now. But we don't. Which is really sad. Really sad. Avery, why are you being so cruel? Because you have had nice me for 2 years, and now you get actual me. And, you don't deserve nice me anymore.
As Tomura orders Overhaul to leave, Rami takes offense to his proposal and antagonizes Overhaul, bringing him into target range. Rami hits Overhaul in the head with a weapon, to which Overhaul retaliates by touching Rami. Overhaul's physical contact causes Rami to explode, much to the lead player's shock. Overhaul blames the lead for throwing the first punch, commenting on his historical blunder. Mr. Compress charges forward and touches Overhaul, but his compressed quirk doesn't activate due to previously being shot in the arm with a bullet capable of disarming quirks. Overhaul is enraged at being touched and explodes Mr. Compress's left arm. Furious, Tomura dashes to Overhaul and prepares to defend him. There is another shot against Tomura, but it misses, and Overhaul quickly calls for one of his men to shield him, and Tomura's hand comes into contact with Overhaul's subordinate, causing him to disintegrate. Suddenly, Overhaul's other subordinate appears. He
Hello.
twice want to kill Overhaul and murder Rami, and Tomura, seeing that both of their organizations have
How the fuck are you gonna be this stupid online?
as Overhaul exits, he goes
I got a bad bitch with a fat ass and a great personality. I'm gonna ruin my own life.
after the Shie sci-fi movie.
Why? Why? What was his purpose? What was his reasoning? Why?
Next time they meet, Tomura will demand a lot more. After their initial meeting, Tomura calls Overhaul, interested in expanding the influence of the village, and trade of allowing Overhaul and the Shie
Then they should all fucking die. That's my new song. Men are stupid and they should all die. Men don't get have me no more. That's my other new song. It's about how I give men chances and then the whole gender fucks me over. And now they don't get to anymore. Unless they're Nicholas Canton. I would murder Nicholas Canton. He's cute. I think I've said that before. Not to a T. Scratch that. I wouldn't murder for Nicholas Canton. I'd move mountains for Nicholas Canton. I sound like a crazy person. That's not great for my brand. Very on brand. Not great for it though. Men should burn alive. That's my other new song. Called Men Should Burn Alive. And it's about how I think we should all put men in one thing, especially if they are annoying or they have hurt women or children. And we should throw a match and like who burns first. When Tomura begins to explain the latter loudly questions if Tomura has lost his mind. Twice grants that Overhaul and Shinya Saikai murdered Martin and took off Mr. Price's arm. He states that his own women are gods. That's my other new song. It samples God as a woman. And it's about how women literally make human life, but men feel like they're important. Insane. That's fucking insane. You feel like you're important? We make people. What did God do? Oh yeah, he made people. Oh my god. Wow. How the fuck are men gonna feel like they're important, but women make people? That's a general question. Thank you, I'm very mad. I'm so mad. I'm not even joking. I'm so done. Men should all die, and I hate them. That's my reasoning of the world now. I'm going to only adopt daughters, and I'm going to make them all feel the same way. No, actually, that's a cult. I'm going to spread my beliefs of we should light men on fire, because I'm very into fire recently. Thank you. It's a warm blonde on the top and it's a light blonde on the bottom. How cute. Love. It probably needs a trim, but the ends aren't that bad. That's not that bad. It's also less than my actual hair. Probably need definitely trim. Like, that's not that bad though. I don't see any split ends. I see a couple of dented hairs, but that's more so because I never brush it. And I don't put heat on it like a crazy bitch. I say that women should be in power because men have been in power for a really long time and it's not going great. I say women should have control of men's bodies for a while since they want to have so much control of ours. I say we go to Britain and we make new country. They're always fucking colonizing other places. Time for them, their asses be colonized. I'm just saying statements at this point that I feel. This is supposed to be a flag. Or my emotional statement. Or his head. He's on a stick and his big fucking head right there. Dash. I'm so mad at him. Why? What was the point? There was no fucking point.
Your home is your happy
What
place
would make
until
Haley
you go
mad?
back to bed.
Oh, wasting 2 years of her
Use the brief
time.
plug-in. It has a microchip that alternates between juice sets to fight odors and provides
There was no
freshness for
point.
50 days.
I did nothing to you to warrant this fucking behavior. You know what would be great, Vengeance? Dating Nicholas Cage. I have problems. Maybe Rose is right. I think she might be right. It's so cute. It's so cute. It's unfair. So unfair.
The villains rudely start searching through the church for items of value. The Klansmen demand the villains leave and rush at them. Tomura grabs
You know what's unfair? He doesn't have social media anymore. Which, like, I get makes sense. But now, I never get to see his face. Makes me sad. I get it about why he's so fucking regulate his own ass. I'm like, where's your face? Where's your cute Christ? I have problems. I'm not doing well. I'm just not doing well. I like Nicholas Cage all the time. I'm like separately from my idolizing him. I'm not okay. You might notice this. I've been in like this weird like numb, depressive state. And I will always be very honest with y'all because like y'all see a lot of me. But like I am not doing well. It's also just like, why the fuck would you do this? You claim to love women, but like, why would you waste my time like this? That's pathetic. And really annoying, honestly.
The giant crushes the hideout and cries out that he can't accept his master's successor. Tomura asks why, and the doctor introduces the assailant as Gigantomaki, one of All For One's former bodyguards. All For One put Gigantomaki into hiding shortly after picking up Tomura, also his troops could move on. A recording of All For One's voice plays with Gigantomaki's radio, soothing the giant into docility. Tomura claims he doesn't want this gift.
It's just like, why?
He transfers
Like, I love women, but I'm never like, you know what would be a great idea? Leading this chick on for 2 years, and then being like, actually, I'm not ready for a relationship, even though we both date other people in between not talking to each other. Like, I fucking love women. I probably love women more than straight men. But, like, I'm not going around doing shit like that.
He asks Tomura what he and his family have built and show him.
You know why? Because I have emotions. And I'm a reasonable person. I'm a reasonable person, and I have emotions. And I'm not crazy. I might be a little bit, but that's a personal issue, okay? We don't talk about it. I was talking about with my mom last night, though, about my mental health, like in the past, and how in the future I could have, like, a big episode, and we might have to deal with that, just because, like, historically, I have episodes. In the sense of, like, I'm crying, and I'm upset, and I cannot breathe. Which, according to every single person I've ever met with bipolar, that is bipolar, and I am not dealing with it right now. I refuse to. It will be a problem in the future. I don't want it to be a problem right now. If I haven't. I'm not just self-diagnosing, I'm just simply repeating what other people have said. and you could say, hey, Mifa, that's really unhealthy, to just be like, it doesn't exist. Even though it's a possibility, it doesn't exist. And you're right, that is very unhealthy. But you know something else? I don't have money. And to fix that to the full extent, I have to do a bunch of trials with medications, which require money to do. And the last time I was on antipsychotics or regulating meds, that didn't go the best. I became very corpse-like because they weren't changing the meds, they were just upping the dose. So what happened, most likely, I don't know completely, I only really know a lot of stuff because I film myself so much. Most likely what happened was my body didn't react to the meds well, and then, like, instead of changing them, they just upped the dose, so they never really realized, hey, this might not be going the best for her. So now I'm like a 16-year-old girl on, like, regulating meds. And the only benefit was I was a healthy weight for the first time in my entire life. And the only time in my entire life. I have not been a healthy weight since. And that was really nice, honestly. Like, looking back, I'm a little, like, I look chunky. But also, I was healthy. Like, according to the boards and shit, that was the healthiest weight I've ever been at in my life. So, like, fuck it. If I looked a little round, I was healthy. Which is also part of the fucking thing where I'm like, someone literally came in here one time and was like, I watched a video of you from a year ago and you look so much better. And in the video, I'm like 120 pounds. And in that moment, I was like 90 pounds. And I wished death upon that person because what the fuck? The healthy weight for someone my height is 100, like anywhere from 104 pounds to 120, 22, somewhere around there. I'm consistently under 104 pounds. Just because I don't get the whole like eating thing. And my own personal stuff with my metabolism and how much coffee I drink. And literally, I think I banned that dude. Look how good her eyebrows are. But literally, I was fucking mad. It was like, so fucking what? I look a little adult. I could pinch my skin for once. I like have never really been able to do that. Like, I could pinch my cheeks. That's never been able to happen. That has literally never been able to happen. Even when I was a little teeny tiny little baby girl, never. Because I was bone then, I'm bone now. All my weight is in my ass. That is where all my weight is. In my bones and in my ass. I say that as I stand up and I'm wearing shorts that make it look like I have no ass. But yeah, just that whole situation really pissed me off because it was like, dude, if you fucking knew, like I was on antipsychotics, but I was still crying like all the time, and I was sleeping like fucking 15 hours a day. I literally would lay like this in a chair. That taught me. That was the only time I didn't have sleeping problems. My whole, I was oversleeping, like a lot. So I literally just like all day in class. I'd do an assignment, and then I'd get bored, and I look down, and I'd be like,
across its many Texas
and I'd
locations,
just out.
Signature Care Emergency Center provides prompt, stress-free treatment for adult.
It was insane. I literally had this giant jug of coffee with me at all times. It was bad.
We have 4 different post-oak smoked deli meats and 5 different cheeses. Our ham is double smoked for extra rich taste and aroma. They're amazing in snack trays, sandwiches, and salads. The cheese makes with love.
Just as a swarm of liberation warriors charges at him, Tomura flips himself onto a wall and grabs one of the soldiers by the face, causing a chain reaction that disintegrates all of the soldiers simultaneously. With twice his clones causing a distraction, Tomura is able to reach the tower and destroys it with a single touch. Seeing that someone survived the drop, Tomura realizes he is the leader and finally comes face to face with Rideshro, who he recognizes from the Dead Rat commercial. Tomura taunts Rideshro on his army's flimsy numbers and asks him where his bravado women call the weak one. However, his foe activates his quirk and increases his size while Tomura stands unfazed and charges him while his quirk destroys his surroundings with his footsteps. Unfortunately, Rideshro seizes Tomura's hand and starts to snap it, severing two fingers from his heart and killing many of his subordinates. While being held by his foe, Tomura is taunted, but when Rideshro unknowingly starts destroying the hands on Tomuра's suit, this triggers Tomuра's instincts, allowing him to be able to decay part of his hand by losing only two fingers. This phenomenon surprises Rideshro and causes him to throw Tomura away immediately. Tomura was taken aback by his restraint and how his feelings were stirred by one instinct, and starts to remember more of his childhood. Tomura soon dashes towards Rideshro, who is surprised at how he's far more nimble and quick than he was back at combat, and as such far more dangerous. Resolving to end the situation, Rideshro decides he's done playing around and proceeds to bulk up his body at 80% liberation, causing his body to contort and bulge until he becomes more demanding in nature. He then releases his super move, Stress Output Burden, and tears through several city blocks in an attempt to kill Tomura. The resulting attack sends Tomura flying. However, Tomura manages to survive as he touched and destroyed the attack. Tomura takes the
I'm
pistol
back.
and his father out of his pocket and tells Rideshro that he's worried about him. Exists only to be destroyed. The commander of the Metal Liberation Army replies that he must die him because it's impossible for there to be a future without creation, and bulks up even more. Also, he can destroy him.
I'm
Tomura
back.
only passes him with his torture, since he will be creation down. This only serves to infuriate Rideshro, who prepares to attack, while Tomura begins to reveal his
I have that in
Tomura
the
finds
name.
resolve to use the help to become who he is. Tomura then breaks away from his
Hello.
trauma by rushing to
Ooh, I'm British.
Remembering
Why am I
his past
British?
return, Tomura
I don't
decides to
know.
be free of the shackles of his trauma and views the hand
That's not a
as
British
necessary.
accent. I
As
don't
Rideshro
know.
attempts to finish
Yes.
him with 100% of his stress meter
No.
deactivated, Tomura retaliates and disintegrates Rideshro's
Yours?
enemies and kills their
No.
humans. This nearly destroys all of Data City,
I don't
covering
know.
most of the surrounding buildings entirely. Tomura mocks his
It could be a
foe,
dramatic
who
comparison.
understands that his motives for destroying what he once he
Because they do go, oh,
Rideshro begins
a
to
lot.
panic as Tomura moves towards him with intention. After
I don't
cutting
know.
off Tomura's head, Rideshro proceeds to summon his flush horn to amplify his stress. Now armored, Rideshro
Oh!
prepares to use
What?
150% of his power, in which Tomura doesn't
I'm
see
sorry.
his
Did mommy spray you with water
his full power
and kick you? Mommy did not mean to. And he got under my foot.
Rideshro soon deduces that Tomura must have a limited range to counterattack. He then attempts to end the battle by launching missiles at Tomura, but failed to notice the effects of Tomura's quirk as it's gone beyond its limits. Tomura laughs
You're not wet.
destroy anything that
I don't
stands in
think.
its path.
I'm
The
sorry.
overall attack causes Data City to finally be contented, while Rideshro is forced to evacuate decaying armor, but plummets straight to the ground with nothing supporting him. However, Rideshro barely survives but is forced to cut his legs off with a piece of his armor to prevent decay's effects from spreading on his body. A wounded Tomura approaches Rideshro and tauntingly tells Rideshro that he recalls the reason this battle happened was due to the latter challenging him to a fight. Trumpet, Spinner, and the remaining MLA soldiers arrive on the scene. Trumpet commands his soldiers to attack Tomura.
Oh, he's a whale. He's just like,
Tomura launches
I'm just voila.
to avoid bringing about 4 needless casualties. Rideshro admits that his people weren't following his will, but rather Rideshro's command. He then realizes that Tomura's leadership skills are better suited to lead his MLA army. With that being said, Rideshro surrenders and brings that MLA strength to the humans. Everyone remaining on the battlefield watches with astonishment as a spectating Giganto Maki satisfied with Rideshro's decision, a victorious Tomura asks him if he's had enough money to make the running submerge. In the aftermath of the battle, one of the hands of Tomura attempts to survive the destruction, and Tomura took that hand to wear as his trademark mask. Later on, Rideshro holds a ceremony to members of the Metal Liberation Army, where he formally bestowed control of the army to Tomura as the great commander. Tomura only remarks on that his
Hello.
ego is itching, while Rideshro announces that Tomura will be aided by 9 lieutenants, consisting of members of the League and Liberation Army. The alliance becomes speaks of a means or declaration as what only mattered was the change they bring. After the speech, he dismisses a submissive Deshra and collapses to his knees from his injuries. Tomura then talks with Donna, noting he exceeded his expectations
Hello.
of his victory, and the latter agrees to aid him. Endeavor Agency Arc. While his followers organize the forces for what he makes only within 4 months, Tomura goes to Ichigo's lab for a special surgery that will make him more powerful. Dadama asks Tomura why he wants more power, considering that his quirk decay has become so powerful that he's literally destruction of the climate. Tomura replies that he promised him more power if he met his requirements. Also, he wants to use everything he has at his disposal to obliterate the drags all that are left behind. Dadama likes Tomura's proclamations and explains the situation. Thanks to the surgery he will perform on him, he will obtain a suitable body to control a power much greater than that of all for him, to the point he can even obtain one for all. However, Dadama also assures Tomura that the medical process will last 4 months, and he will endure 4 months of hellish agony. Clarifying the situation, Dadama begins to operate Tomura's surgery within the next few months. Paranormal Liberation Aura. A month after Tomura started the operation of becoming more powerful, he was seen still going through it, with it being extremely agonizing and gruesome, as Dr. Ichigo had assured him. The doctor was impressed that the process seemed to go better than the original plan, as he excitedly cheered Tomura on from the sidelines as numerous tubes and wires were shown sticking out of his spine and head, while a bigger mechanical tube operated on his midsection, which had been completely torn open, all accompanied by copious amounts of blood. Despite the painful process, Tomura was fully conscious throughout it, laughing madly. Less than a month before his surgery was completed, Tomura had been relocated to a large chamber underneath Jumping Hospital, with Ichigo overseeing the completion of the process while using a code that he created about twice to handle everything else. Unbeknownst to them, the heroes had managed to figure out Tomura's
Ow.
location, as well as learning that Ichigo,
Hello.
Ichigo and Hyundai Anarchy, was an ally of Alpha One.
Oh, you
They
going
proceed to
night-night?
carry out the grand
Okay.
operation in the hospital,
You're
as
going
well as
night-night.
the liberation from hideouts. When the heroes launched the raid on hospital, Captain Kaneki ordered Johnny to work in and Tomura out, only for the noble to be crushed by Yoko marching into the lab. Hyundai desperately begs Yoko to stop her assault, but the rabbit hero ignores him as Tomura's operation reaches 75% completion. She manages to partially destroy his tank with a swift hit, followed by Present Light managing to destroy most of Hyundai's equipment with a loud voice, including the rest of Tomura's operation tank. This releases Tomura's unconscious body at the 75% completion state. Exless then restrains Tomura's body and notes that he isn't breathing and his heart has stopped. While unconscious, Tomura experiences a facsimile of his warped past. Tomura explores the illusion and encounters new visions of his deceased family members that he accidentally murdered. He also encounters his father, Totoro, the man who was responsible for his unintentional quirk awakening. Tomura then destroys the fake illusion of Totoro, only to see a shadowy abyss swallowing everything up. Tomura walks forward and realizes that the man standing in front of him is an illusion of everyone. Tomura walks forward that visions of his family, including Nana, try to stop him from falling into darkness. Unfortunately, Tomura coldly destroys the only evidence of his humanity away, and accepts all the ones against him grace. Once the vision ends, Tomura snaps out of his subconscious dream and finally awakens from his deep slumber, now possessing White Woman's quirk. Tomura comments that he feels cold and unleashes a powerful decay attack that quickly disintegrates the hospital, spreading beyond its limits. He manages to disintegrate any bystanders, including heroes who stand within his path to victory. Once Tomura finishes his powerful decay attack, he realizes the massive destruction he caused by observing the ruins of the hospital. Tomura notices that thanks to the doctor's upgrades, he has full control over how he wants to use his decay quirk as he picks up the doctor's phone. Tomura contacts Higato Mafia and requests that he gather all the PLF members as they're going to destroy everything standing in their way. However, before Tomura can leave, Endeavor appears and prepares to fight Alpha One's successor. Tomura is forced to engage with the number one hero as the latter unleashes Flashfire Fist, Hell's Curtain, which traps him in a scorching inferno, but manages to withstand its grim effects, using his newly received super regeneration. Tomura also takes note of how he's regenerating his wounds at an incredible speed. Endeavor tries to knock down Tomura with another attack, but misses. He ends up grabbing his arm, but Tomura blasts Endeavor away with a blast of air that sends him sailing. Tomura quickly leaps
No.
into the air as he heads out in search for Izuku's location for their fated clash. Tomura finally catches up with Deku, accompanied by Katsuki, and reaches his hand out to him and demands that he give one for all to him. Gran Torino interrupts the opening conversation by dragging Deku and Katsuki away to safety. Ryukyu follows up by flying up to Tomura and attempts to swipe at him with a claw.
Hello.
Tomura catches Ryukyu's claw, by now. However, Tomura discovers his quirk isn't working and gets swatted aside in the process. He then realizes the Razorhead was responsible for disabling his quirk upon witnessing the latter's rival, commenting that it was cool of him to try and stop him. While in the air, Tomura pulls out his communicator and orders an unknown client to kill anyone on site before engaging in combat against Endeavor, who is projected towards him from Hellpoint's sidekick Hiko. Ryukyu points out that Tomura can't use his quirk due to Razorhead disabling him. Upon reaching Tomura, Endeavor unleashes a large blast of fire straight at him, but Tomura dodges to the right, though his left arm takes a burn. Ryukyu flies towards Tomura, only for the latter to slam Endeavor right down at him, causing both to fall to the ground. A triumphant Tomura stands victorious on the ground and throws a victory pose similar to that of Endeavor's to mock the flame hero. Endeavor tries to blast again but fails as Tomura swiftly dodges his flames. Tomura notes that since he gained control over decay after waking up, he tried to control it so it wouldn't spread to the new capsules, but acknowledged that not all of them survived. Recalling back to Kunai's words, Tomura reveals that he managed to activate the electrical tie-ins thanks to his use of radio waves, which caused an electric surge that awakened his creatures. Once the near high ends begin to counterattack against the heroes, Tomura dashes towards Razorhead, intending to take him out due to him being a hindrance to his plans. Before he can reach him, Tomura suddenly gets tackled back by Deku and Katsuki, both intending to finish off the symbol of chaos once and for all. Deku holds onto Tomura with Blackbird while Katsuki launches his Infinite machine gun. Tomura easily shakes off Katsuki's attack, likening the explosions to fireworks, and tells Katsuki that he's no longer on his radar before trying to kill him. However, Endeavor strikes Tomura with a flaming fist and sends him flying. Tomura rushes towards him to try and steal Overall, but as he does, the voice of his master starts sounding out of him, calling Deku a little brother, which confuses the two of them. Though grateful for his master's aid, Tomura declares he will become something greater than all for one, and destroys the image of his master in his mind. While doing so, Gran Torino strikes Tomura with a kick, and the hero tries to evade the villain's counterattack, but Tomura's increased speed and pushing past his limits allows him to grab Gran Torino's leg, while he brutally nails the hero in his chest. After this, he tries to go for Razorhead to get his powers back, but before he can, Ryukyu holds her claw out and stops him while Deku comes in from behind and restrains him with his Blackbird. Deku declares that he'll never forgive Tomura, while the villain rebukes that he'll never forgive anyone and elbows Deku in the stomach. As Tomura is held in place, Endeavor prepares for a final blow with everything he has, though the heroes are unaware that Tomura is in possession of two of the quirk-destroying bullets that Dr. Godakin created. Tomura digs his hand through Ryukyu's hand to try and throw the quirk-destroying bullets at Razorhead and Endeavor, but Deku attacks with his right hand smash, dealing terrible damage to the villain. Despite the hero's formidable power, Tomura viciously bites down on Deku's arm and throws the two bullets. Katsuki manages to destroy the bullet with Endeavor, but the other bullet manages to hit Razorhead in the leg, forcing the hero to amputate it in order to preserve its quirk. Tomura once again comments on just how cool Razorhead is. Despite all this, Tomura uses this opportunity to execute a shockwave that allows him to break free of Deku's grasp, rushing toward Razorhead to finish him off for good, managing to grab a hold of his face. However, just then, Shoto arrives and launches him back with the ice attack, while Deku lands another smash attack on Tomura. Despite their attempts, Razorhead finally succumbs to his wounds and passes out, with Tomura regaining all his quirks and managing to regenerate his damage, pointing out the futility of their efforts and stating that destruction is all that awaits them. While Tomura appears to be fine, the strain on his body and incomplete stabilization begins to take its toll, and a large gash appears across his chest. Tomura wonders why his body isn't healing itself with a super regeneration quirk, and he confusedly asks Deku the date. Then the regeneration quirk begins to deal damage, and Tomura decides to end the fight with a massive wave of decay. However, Deku uses Blackbird to grab all of the heroes while simultaneously unlocking Float, allowing all of them to escape the attack unharmed. In the air, Deku safely drops all of his allies to the ground while deciding to fight Tomura by himself, since no one else is able to keep the villain off the ground. Deku relentlessly pummels Tomura with 100% smashes, and the villain is unable to properly counter due to the stress put on his body from the previous fight. He attempts to find a way to fight back and finds a quirk that can eliminate Deku, but his inexperience using all form makes it difficult to find the right quirk. As Tomura is hovering in the air, Endeavor appears and restrains him before unleashing his prominence point, severely burning Tomura. While he's weakened and on the verge of death, the vision of All For One reappears in his mind and tells Tomura to lend his body. Tomura seemingly relents, and the villain unleashes his ribbon stab quirk, releasing tendrils that stab Endeavor. Under All For One's control, Tomura sends those tendrils to try and stab Deku as well, but Katsuki, who had also gone up alongside Endeavor, pushes Deku out of the way and takes the Speaking through Tomura, All for One remarks on the pointless blood spill and that Katsuki's sacrifice was the most pointless of all. Deku, driven with overwhelming rage, bites down on the tendrils and tells Tomura to take back what he said. Tomura uses the opportunity to grab Deku while he's close, gloating about how One for All is finally his.
Hello.
Deku's then brought into
Hi.
the
How are you guys? I hope you're well.
Tomura tells his master to stop interfering, but All for One retorts by saying his disciple needed his help, and without it, he would have burned to cinders or died from the impact of the fall. Tomura still refuses, reminding his master that it's his dream and that he's running the show. In the mental landscape, the vestige of Nara appears to be Deku. All for One tells Tomura to notice his grandmother, and is silent as his master begins to explain the consciousness embedded in quirks, and his ability to interact with those consciousnesses. Tomura then remembers the image of his grandmother when he was younger, as well as when she appeared along with his family with his mother before, and declares that, even despite everything that happened, he still hates her with all his heart. Tomura proceeds to launch a decay wave while his master applauds him for using his hate to empower him. Enraged by his master's interference, he attempts to destroy All for One as well, though he's unaffected, not minding that Tomura is starting to hate him, since it's more fitting for the symbol of terror. Then All for One's brother Yoichi appears in the mental mindscape to help Deku in the fight against Tomura and All for One. The symbol of evil urges Tomura to combine their strength to steal One for All, while deriding Deku as an unworthy successor. Yoichi rebukes his statement, commending Deku's drive to help others and allowing Deku the final push to overcome the villains. The two opponents are sent flying away from the impact. As Tomura is falling, All for One explains to his disciple that he was unable to steal One for All due to his interrupted stabilization and not having fully integrated into his body. He tells Tomura to retreat and allow his body to heal itself so he can fight on another day. Despite these warnings, Tomura ignores All for One, using the rivet stab tendrils to stop his fall and keep him stabilized. All for One continues to tell him to retreat, but Tomura angrily states his master isn't the boss of him, as he attempts to fight in spite of his injured state. Suddenly, his tendrils are destroyed by a wave of energy released by Neji Hado, who arrived at the scene alongside of Jenny. Tomura reforms his tendril and remarks how many little magnets are crawling around. The villain resumes the fight and attempts to fight the heroes with his black tendrils while he tries to slowly heal himself. And as this happens, Gigantomachia finally approaches his master after having torn through multiple cities to aid in his battle. Gigantomachia retrieves Tomura from Shoto and Neji-chan's superiors, saving him from certain death. Though knocking him unconscious, Tomura is placed on his back where Spinner tries to tend to him, asking him to order Gigantomachia to do something. Suddenly, Best Genius arrives on the scene and uses his quirk to beat down Gigantomachia and the lead. Spinner is installed with Tomura and realizes that Gigantomachia needs to have an order to do anything, so he desperately pleads Tomura to wake up. Tomura temporarily wakes up and orders Gigantomachia to destroy, to which the latter vigorously agrees and begins to tear his restraints. Before Gigantomachia can break free, however, Endeavor uses his quirk to fly into space and punch him back.
I have a scab in my eyebrow.
The sedatives the UA students force Deku starts taking in, robbing Gigantomachia of any strength and forcing him to sleep. Mr. Compress acts fast and compresses a part of his body to make his escape. He orders Spinner to wake up Tomura before compressing them both and making his way to the top of Machia. While in the marble, Spinner notices on his hand all burned up, and recalling the moment when Tomura claimed they fed his rage but at the same time made him at peace, puts it on his face right as the Brilliant and Best Genius cables are about to grab him. Tomura finally awakens and uses radio waves to blow the Brilliant, Best Genius fighters, and all the other fighting heroes away, while the near high ends turn to face Tomura. However, it turns out All for One is now in command of Tomura's body. He has the near high ends arrive to rescue himself, Spinner, and the compressed Dami and Skeptic before making their escape. Spinner tries to question Tomura about having Mr. Compress, Gigantomachia, and Inigo Toga behind him, but All for One tells him that since Tomura has been defeated by Deku/One for All and Endeavor, several heroes attempt to give chase to the villains and the noblemen, but are unable to. Deku uses Blackwood Prophet style to jump into the air to confront Tomura/All for One one last time, as All for One tells him they will meet again once Tomura's body is perfected, blowing him away as Deku screams out to Tomura. Tomura/All for One and his allies proceed to escape the heroes by dispatching 3 of their remaining 10 near high ends to distract them. That evening in the forest, All for One, still in control of Tomura's body, remarks that the heroes won't get it tomorrow, or a chance to get a moment's rest, since it's his turn to leave. He then orders his tireless Nobi to invade Tartarus to free his real body. The All for One possessed Tomura and the near high ends proceed to raid Tartarus, destroying the mainland gate as they make their way to the main facility. As they make their way over on a fine morning, Tomura starts to wake up and attempts to regain control All for One tells him to rest due to the super regeneration quirk still needing time to heal the body, but Tomura rebukes, saying he told him to rest in the first place, though All for One says he will after he finishes what he came for. He demands his body back again, but All for One reminds him that this power is exactly what he wanted, to spit at the hand that couldn't help him, and now that he has it, what does it really matter? Tomura says he doesn't want to be his pawn. All for One claims that he's wrong. He's become the next me. Regaining full control over the body again, All for One uses the cave to destroy several towers, and discovering the location of his main body through his search, comes up with a plan utilizing dual EMP attacks inside an outside prison, shutting down the power and allowing the rest of the inmates to break free and cause more chaos. All for One in both Tomura and his original body faces the villains, saying that if they desire freedom, they must submit to him, adding that the impeding void killer will give rise to a more effective demon lord, and that this will be the story of how he will become the greatest demon lord of all. That night, All for One takes command of a series of aircrafts, utilizing the freed prisoners and the Under High Ants to raid several other prisons to cause even more chaos throughout the country. In their new hideout, All for One in Tomura's body asks the remaining PLF members to watch over his body while he rests until the body is complete. Spinner responds sulkily, telling All for One he is not the one he chose to follow, but All for One insists he has the best intentions for Tomura's wishes, and that once his body is perfected, their desires will be achieved. Did you enjoy our video? Be sure to check out these other great videos on YouTube.
Hello, everyone. Hi, everyone.
You can see this from space. Please help.
We just need the right rest.
People are making sandwiches. I have a direct view into my kitchen if you don't know. I don't know how you wouldn't know if you've been here a while. It goes, I have a direct view in my kitchen. Everything goes through my kitchen. And so, I just always know what's happening all the time.
The life of All for One. Update. All for One, surname Shigaraki, is the overarching antagonist of the My Hero Academia manga and anime series. He's the founder and benefactor of the League of Villains. Once Japan's most powerful villain and All Might's arch nemesis, his full identity is unknown. His ultimate goal is to steal his younger brother's quirk, one for all, the only quirk that can oppose him. He is the mentor of Tamura Shigaraki, having spent the young villain's life shaping
Look how
him into a
good that
successor
looks.
and a vessel for his power in a plan to eventually conquer
That
the
looks so
world
good.
as a
Oh my god, I love it.
self-proclaimed lord. He was imprisoned in
Eyebrow
Tartarus after
time.
his second defeat at All Might's hands until he escaped several months later, now single-mindedly focused on destroying the ninth wielder of One for All, Izuku Midoriya, to complete his century-long plan. Welcome to the Amagi. In today's video, we're going over the life of All for One. Before we begin,
This hopefully won't take as long as it does when I'm doing it from scratch because I have a bunch of the scars just on my desk. Like, here's my whole chin. So I only really have to do like one layer of glue and like eyeshadow. Well, eyeshadow, and a layer of glue. And then, yeah. Hell. I'm from hell. The world was getting
brother
too
read
too
only
happy
volume
again.
3
So
of
I
the
was
series,
born
but he
circa
stopped because he didn't
2006.
like the cliched ending between hero and villain. Since then, he dreamed of being a demon king and creating the world just like the comics. The introduction of quirks to the world led to a period of societal collapse and an age of upheaval. During this time, the older brother manifested an overwhelmingly powerful quirk known as All for One, which he proceeded to name himself after and rose through the ranks in Japan. He decided to exploit the chaos, stole
That's
many
not.
quirks, and attained
Okay.
immense power and influence. Using his incredible
Actually, I
might, he
could use
unified
hair
thousands of
for
people
this
under
one
his
for real
command.
going
He then
because
manipulated people
this
with
shit
gadgets
needs
like
to
clocks
stick.
furthered his plans and eventually became the ruler of Japan.
That's something you
It's
can do with
suggested
nails
that he
now.
ruled from
I
the
use
shadows,
soap
as most of his
for my
actions
eyebrows
showed,
as a
and
base,
only known as rumors on the internet.
and so
He
you
also
use
started
water, right?
grooming
But
other
sometimes I do
powerful
use
individuals
hairspray
who
whenever I'm
claimed
doing
to have
fun
a lot of
stuff, like
potential.
whenever I'm doing those Grinch eyebrows.
Though when this happened is
Just because
unknown.
I can.
All for One was accused of atrocity for his actions by his younger brother, Yoichi. All for One claimed that he was only helping people by taking away undesirable quirks and giving power to the weak, thus contributing to restoring humanity in a chaotic era. He then gave a demonstration of how he used his quirk to help others and presented two people, a young man with a quirk that gave him a mutant jaw. He caringly looked after his grandparents but was shunned by society because of his facial appearance. Even his parents wouldn't speak with him. And an ordinary man who was attacked by a group of quirk users with the stun gun he relied on being rendered useless. All for One then used his power to take away the young man's quirk, subsequently removing his mutant jaw, and giving the other man a quirk proficient for self-defense. After doing so, All for One asks the two if he can call on them in times of need, and both men swear their allegiance to him in gratitude. Yoichi, however, pointed out that All for One was only conducting subtle schemes as to gathered followers and would dispose of them after they became worthless to him. Yoichi refused to give in to his brother's sophistry and tried to rebel, but was stopped by All for One's personal bodyguard. All for One berated his brother for not having a quirk, but said that he still loved him as he's his only family, and having him killed. When All for One visited his captive brother, he saw how emaciated he had become. He tells Yoichi about how a group who refused to join him were killed simply because his followers interpreted his desires as instructions to kill them. Yoichi was disgusted and voiced his defiance against his brother. Insulted, All for One then used his quirk to foist a power stockpiling quirk on Yoichi in order to make him submit to him as well as to make him more powerful. What no one knew at the time is that Yoichi already had an innate quirk which could only be transferred to others. The two quirks merged to form a new quirk, One for All. It was during this time when All for One met Kyudai Garaki. Kyudai theorized the quirk singularity, according to which someday quirks will become so powerful that they will be uncontrollable, but society scoffed at this theory, so he disappeared from the public eye. However, possibly due to the nature of his own quirk, All for One believed this theory and lent Kyudai his aid. Since then, Kyudai has been working for All for One. As a gift of loyalty and appreciation, Kyudai duplicated his life force quirk and gave his original quirk to All for One, keeping the duplicate. Thanks to this, both he and All for One continue to live to this day. Battle against the One for All's users. It was during this time when All for One was being opposed by a resistance led by a spiky-haired man, the future second user of One for All. And while he had no direct confrontation with this resistance, he allowed his growing number of subordinates to deal with them at the press later. At some point, the second user and his companion, the future third user, rescued Yoichi from his imprisonment after deciding against his initial assassination attempt. Yoichi was not strong enough to defeat his brother even with his new quirk, so he passed it on to the next generation in the hopes that one day One for All would be strong enough to defeat his older brother. Sometime after Yoichi passed down One for All to the second user, he was targeted by All for One, massacring the entire resistance, leaving only the second user standing to oppose him. Even with One for All, the second user wasn't strong enough to defeat All for One. However, by this point, he had already passed down the One for All to the third user. All for One, with tears flowing down his eyes, begins to choke the second user out, easily stopping a bullet shot at him from behind using his meta ability Gear Shift. All for One eventually kills the second user, and while in his final moments, he simply smiles at the villain in satisfaction. Throughout the century, All for One became obsessed with acquiring One for All and sought out every successor who obtained it. He fought and killed nearly all of these successors. He even attempted to steal One for All from the fifth and sixth users, but failed to due to its inherent willpower and refusal to submit to All for One, as the quirk continued to be passed on. Several generations later, the seventh torchbearer, Nana Shimura, with her pupil and eighth bearer, Koshinori Yagi, and her friend Sorihiko Torino tried to stop him. However, despite their best efforts, All for One still overwhelmed Nana pushed Torinoshi out of harm's way, and Gran Torino fled with Torinoshi as the young man cries out for his master. Nana imparted some final words of encouragement onto Torinoshi before standing against All For One last time. The villain mocked her for providing quality comedy and killed her with a large flash of black lightning. A few decades later, after Tenko Shimura accidentally murdered his family
Hello.
during the awakening of his quirk, All For One met him under a bridge and granted him a home and safety. He provided Tenko a home and guidance to overcome his violent urges. Kyudai entered the room with Tenko's family's dissected hands, causing the boy to suffer a mental breakdown remembering his family. Kyudai questioned whether All For One should modify Tenko. All For One replied no, and that he would teach him how to take his feelings and frustration and give them purpose. All For One told Tenko that he had an impulse to destroy that couldn't be controlled. He assured him that the impulse didn't have to be controlled, nor was it necessarily a bad thing. One day, Tenko got into a fight with two punks. He was going to fight back and uses the decay on them, but backed down. Later, he threw a tantrum while All For One tried to console the young Tenko, telling him that he should act as his heart commands, otherwise he would suffer for it. He explained that conscience, morals, and ethics were all fabrications intended to restrain people like them. He asked Tenko one more time what he would like to do. Tenko replied that he wanted to kill the two street thugs, noting that he couldn't hold back his feelings anymore. He disintegrated one of the hands, and All For One smiled and told him to try his best. On a rooftop nearby, All For One and Kyudai watched Tenko murdering the street punks. Karaki expressed surprise at the events, saying he thought that Tenko had lost his memories. All For One corrected him, noting that the memories were still there, just shut away. He noted that his family's hands would serve to restrain him, keeping all of his negative emotions suppressed. He saw that Tenko was subconsciously keeping his quirk in check. Smiling, All For One expressed pride at seeing Tenko's first step down the path to becoming the symbol of fear, and said that he will cultivate and encourage him on the journey. Later, All For One awarded Tomura with 5 dissected hands, 4 belonging to the two thugs he killed, and explained that the 5th hand is a small bonus to make up for the one he destroyed earlier. He asked Tenko to put on all the new hands and rechristened him Tomura Shigaraki, as Tomura means to mourn, and Shigaraki is his own surname. After this, All For One began grooming Tomura as his successor and as the new symbol of fear, knowing that this growing raw hatred of his could be used to finally steal one for all. All For One was also aware that Tomura was suppressing his memories and his quirk, the threat of All Might. Toshinori Yagi, Nana's disciple, returned to Japan after a long absence in the United States and soon became All Might, Japan's #1 hero and the symbol of peace. All For One attempted to stop All Might with his soldiers and accomplices, though All Might was able to best all of them, and with his actions, All Might began to dismantle All For One's criminal empire. All For One began to suspect that he would eventually be defeated, so he took several contingency measures in case this would happen, such as sending Gigantomachia away into the woods for hiding. Likewise, in collaboration with Garaki, All For One duplicated his own quirk, with the intention of transferring it to Tomura once the time comes. In the meantime, Kyudai utilized the duplicate of All For One for various experiments. At some point, All For One recovered the body of the deceased Oboro Shirakumo and had Kyudai turn him into Nobu Kurogiri, which served as their close confidant and assistant. He also, at one point, was approached by the Aoyama family and asked to give a quirk to their quirkless son, Yuga. He gave him naval laser. However, like everyone he made deals with in the past, the Aoyamas were now indebted to All For One, and would be forced to follow his commands in fear of death, showing them the bloody remains of those who attempted to act behind his back. All For One and Kyudai also took in many children, which they described as warped, twisted seeds that they could manipulate as a part of their own experiments, as well as use for spare vessels in case anything happened to Tomura. One of these people was a young nameless boy only known as Experiment Number 6. He suffered from a case of agnosia, having absolutely no awareness of his own self, whether due to a brain defect or childhood trauma. While Kyudai believed his state to be unfit as a pupil, All For One disagreed, seeing his blank slate as someone they could shape like a wad of clay into whatever form he desires, potentially even the twisted entity they seek. All For One showed him videos and visuals of many pro heroes, telling him to choose whatever quirk and hero most interested him, and to let that take its form. Number 6 chose O'Clock, who All For One complimented him on, telling him to visualize him as his mentor, and that he is the form he's meant to take. Likewise, All For One also went to Sakoto Peak and rescued the burnt remains of Toyo Todoroki, seeking to use him as a #1 of their many spare vessels. Due to the deteriorating state of Toya's body, All For One made all the missing pieces replaced with regenerative tissue. They informed Toya that the process of rebuilding his body was a failure, unable to fully make use of his quirk, but they still intended to raise him like the others. However, Toya bluntly refused to be trained by anyone other than his father and managed to escape. All for One and the doctor let him go, unable to control him due to his obsession with his father, believing he would die within a month's time due to his fractured body. The Underground Masquerade. A few years later, in the city of Osaka, All for One organized an illegal fighting event known as the Underground Masquerade. The event helped him move illegal drugs, test different variants of quirk-boosting drugs, and search for interesting quirks worth stealing. His activities attracted the attention of the pro-hero O'Clock, who infiltrated the tournament by posing as a fighter, obtaining evidence of drug trafficking. It also attracted a young Rumi Usagiyama, although she was more interested in fighting, defeating everyone who dared to face her. All for One, who had been watching the fights from the security room, decided to harvest some quirks. He released a gas that empowers the quirks, making those who breathe it go on a rampage. To prevent anyone from fleeing, All for One deployed his subordinates, including a hooded man, and with the help of Kurogiri and his warp gate, he steals those quirks that interest him. All for One was especially eager to get a hold of O'Clock's quirk, Overclock, to give to number 6. The hero allied with Rumi and Kendo Rappa, one of the underground fighters, to escape from there. Their escape was interrupted by the hooded man, leading to a battle. All for One was annoyed at being unable to see a clear view of the battle due to most of the security cameras being destroyed, as well as the panicking spectators getting in the way. He contemplates cleaning the arena himself, but Kurogiri disagrees as he believes any further escalation might summon All Might to the blades, further irritating All for One. He decides to let the situation settle on its own. Realizing that the hooded man was too difficult a foe to defeat by his own means, O'Clock put in motion an emergency plan, which consisted of Rumi escaping and warning his allies outside to request the assistance of All Might. The plan worked, and All Might immediately left his hero office to help out in Osaka. Kurogiri informed All for One that All Might is on the way and they should retreat as to not lose their valuable test subjects, as well as O'Clock. But All for One, knowing that he couldn't watch the fight between O'Clock and the hooded man, instead requested Kurogiri to assist him in buying some time. After explaining the dichotomy between heroes and villains, All for One places his hand on several of the unconscious individuals, utilizing his quirk on each of them to boost their powers, transforming them into violent villains who rampage the city streets. All for One was satisfied with the result because even All Might would waste time protecting everyone and re-establishing order. But Kurogiri tells him that he's gone too far with this action because the incident would serve as a clue that leads back to them. All for One didn't care about it, arguing that it was a risk well worth it to get the Overclock quirk. All Might shows up and defeats the villains in the blink of an eye. Kurogiri relents that All Might's actions barely bought them any time, but All for One gleefully responds that it bought them 3 seconds, more than enough time to be able to get Overclock. However, the unexpected intervention of Rumi, who returned to help fight the hooded man, spoiled the plan, which left him frustrated and displeased. With All Might closing in, Kurogiri uses his quirk to quickly retrieve the hooded man. Once in the hideout, Hood rampages about, yelling that he can still fight when he's stopped and restrained by All for One. He expressed his disappointment in him as his strength, agility, and regeneration had greatly weakened in just a few minutes of battle, initially believing his martial arts skills would have got the job done, but that his commitment to brawling messes with his new shape-shifting ability. Using his quirk to shut him down, All for One tells Kurogiri to transport him to the doctor for further modifications. Despite the failure, All for One keeps calm and reflects that he can be patient since every step leads him closer to All Might, though still states that getting his hands on Overclock would have furthered the cause, saying that it will be his eventually and he already knows how he'll put it to use. The fall of All for One. All Might eventually fought and critically injured All for One, but he similarly received a debilitating wound in the process. Incapacitated by his defeat, All for One went into hiding as he attempted to heal from his injuries, having Gigantomachia and Kyudai track down useful quirks to help him recover. During this period of time, Kyudai began work at creating a hyper-regeneration quirk, which he believed would be of use to help his condition. However, with the knowledge that due to most of his wounds having been cauterized, it would have little effect on him currently. My Hero Academia Vigilantes. At some point, shortly after being injured, the hero O'Clock infiltrated one of his lairs, coming face to face with a villain who snatched his quirk Overclock and wounded his face, leaving a distinctive scar. He would then give Overclock to number 6 and let his transformation process begin. During this period of time, All for One began to conduct various experiments towards the general public, all for the goal of creating a being that could rival All Might in power. Just like with the Underground Masquerade, he primarily made use of the trigger drug, using number 6 and the parasitic Queen Bee, Kui Hachizuka, to expose it to the public and examine their out-of-control quirks, turning them into instant villains. Those who fascinated them would be kidnapped and forced into bioengineering experiments years after the failed attack on the Tokyo Sky Egg, number 6 adopts the identity of Rokuro Nomura, becoming the pro hero known as Rom, and managing to become the new manager of Feather Hats. Befriending Kazuo Hanayama, number 6 decides to take advantage of her when she was going through a bad time due to her feelings towards Koichi. Under the guise of O'Clock, All For One mentors number 6 on how to use his overclock work to interpret Kazuo's subconscious reactions, the silly answers and words that Kazuo wants to hear. Thanks to this, he manages to trick her into following him into an abandoned building and making her the Queen Bee's new host. With Kazuo turned into Peacock, All For One observes number 6 carry out his plan to sacrifice her in order to kill Koichi, all as a part of his heroic origin story as the pro-hero O'Clock 2. But the plan fails. Koichi manages to rescue Kazuo, being taken to a hospital where the Queen Bee is extracted from inside her and number 6 ends up seriously injured. Filled with hatred, the villain swears to Koichi that he will take revenge by killing him and Kazuo. As the first step of his plan, number 6 infiltrates the police department, disposing of Aizo Tanuma and the information he collected, connecting All For One to the current events in Narahata. O'Clock congratulates him on his approach, striking first to erase every trace of the past, so that powers that be will be unable to make a move. Number 6 then proceeds to start his revenge scheme, known as Operation Anonymous. Taking advantage of the heroes, police, and vigilantes fighting with each other, number 6 sends his anonymous rogue throughout the city to execute the plan, with O'Clock reminding him that teamwork is key, to prevent your enemies from teaming up and to ensure that your side are all on the same page. After disabling communications in the city, number 6 sends the Anonymous throughout Narahata to disrupt the heroes and civilians, causing enough trouble to create a sense of unease, but not too much to call upon upper-level heroes like All Might. He uses the distraction to storm Kazuo's hospital, with O'Clock admiring his smart thinking
No,
and keeping
please
the
go
Anonymous
die.
outside of the building so as to not distract from his use of overclock or letting them inadvertently explode inside. However, he is further distracted by the combined force of Soda Kumisaki with a submachine gun and Koichi Himawari's repulsion blasts. O'Clock notes how with the blasts being sprayed around, they aren't intending to seriously injure him, just force him to overuse his work and run out of oxygen. Number 6 is temporarily restrained by the police, but he uses his transformative abilities to slip out of the cuffs. O'Clock warns him about watching out for Soga, and then once Koichi starts blasting at him with rapid spots, O'Clock points out how annoying
God
they are to deal
forbid
with.
a woman
So
doesn't
recommends
convert
retreating
to
so he
your
doesn't
fucking
run out of
beauty
breath,
standards.
which number 6 reluctantly does. Reconvening outside, number 6 spots Koichi blasting
I'm
off into
being
the sky, causing
whitewashed
O'Clock to
as
realize that he's needing to summon All Might, warning him that the
That's
only
something
number 6
people should
is
talk
to
about
the
that
times.
more. So many
Despite
people are
his
like,
subconscious
oh my
conflict
god,
in number
did you
6's
see
ability, since
this
time he
about
uses
this?
to sneak to the hospital,
She should get this fixed, and it's always fixed to look more like a conventionally attractive white woman, and I fucking hate it. And it's even more depressing when it comes from people of color. And I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you actually fucking kidding me? Like, come on, people. Don't give in to their fucking weird ass beauty standards. They want Pinterest and little bitches. Come on. I say we like I'm a person of color. I feel like society we.
As Koichi continues to dodge each of number 6's attacks, O'Clock surmises that he might have managed to lure number 6 away from the hospital and still intends on seeking All Might's help, with number 6 taking the bait, something he's painfully aware of already. Number 6 confronts Koichi about how he's able to match his every movement, which he's unable to properly answer, causing O'Clock to note how he isn't playing dumb, meaning that he must be handling the overclock attack subconsciously. Equating Koichi's luckiness to button mashing, number 6 decides to go in for a rush attack, blasting Koichi with a flurry of punches, which he attempts to reflect. O'Clock informs him that his quantity over quality tactic is ill-advised, as the essence of overclock is acceleration of one's thought process, which allows them to deliberately choose the optimal action every time, but without strength akin to All Might, a head-on approach won't be effective. Number 6 ignores this advice and continues the assault, but Koichi is able to block and deflect every single attack. Bewildered by how he's managed to match overclock speed, O'Clock figures out what's going on. He talks about how the human body will often take action without waiting for a conscious decision to be made, and that Koichi's subconscious action follows this line of thought. He continues that while number 6's brain can process thoughts faster than everyone, Koichi's body can act even faster than his thoughts. O'Clock suggests number 6 abandon the mission and retreat, while also stressing not to encounter Koichi again. He states that with his superior quirk, which grants him high-speed movement, fighting style and needs to come up with another plan to catch Koichi off guard. Their plan is to distract Koichi for long enough to be harassed by the mob remaining anonymous, using his control with overclock to overwhelm him on all sides. All for One then starts to think to himself that changing targets has come at a considerable cost, and while he considers the mission a failure, the experiment has taken an intriguing turn, gleefully telling number 6 to follow his twisted path, seek his culmination, and surpass every limit. He attempts to snipe at Koichi from afar, but is attacked by Knuckle Duster with a real o'clock, and through their skirmish, Koichi ends up blasting him and number 6 in the sky before the villain once again changes tactics. Combusting the bomber cells within his body into plasma energy, number 6 transforms into his lightning-style form, granting him the power of light. Finally shedding his o'clock disguise, All for One is surprised by number 6's action, praising how his admiration for heroes has set him on this path, that his rage has allowed him to maximize his potential, no longer operating to his whims, but taking flight on his own free will, the greatest guinea pig he could ask for. With how much the fight has escalated, All for One criticizes number 6 for how bombastic it's gotten, calling Operation Anonymous a total failure, and telling him to move on to the retrieval phase. However, number 6 disagrees, as all he wants and needs to do is to kill Koichi with all the strength he can muster, his sole desire left. All for One gleefully lets number 6 show him how brightly his existence can burn. All for One gleefully watches on as number 6 proceeds to fuse together himself and all the remaining bomber cells of the Anonymous, witnessing his final shining act, the powerful incarnation he's long desired. Transforming into the form known as Destruction Style, All for One looks on at the portrait of hell as he witnesses the Anonymous and their bomber cells combusting, transferring all their power to number 6, as All for One asks if this is his concept of a true hero. Transformed into a gigantic flaming humanoid, number 6 violently attacks Koichi, managing to seriously injure him, forcing the young vigilante to escape. After Koichi escapes into a building to hide from the now giant number 6, All for One reminds him that his target is a master of hide and seek, and he'll be trickier to hit underneath the building, asking what his next move is.
No.
Seeing his decision to destroy the building into nothing, All for One gleefully states that he's reached the conclusion just like his old chum, smashing everything to dust with overwhelming violence. All for One gleefully watches as an enraged number 6 endlessly bangs on the rubble of the building Koichi was hiding in, all to ensure that he was dead. But there was a sudden explosion, and Koichi emerges from the debris, apparently without too many major wounds, and ready to face number 6 one more time. As soon as he sees that he's still alive, number 6 attacks Koichi, who dodges his blows until he can finally fight back with a new technique he's developed, Knuckle Style, piercing number 6's body. The villain regenerates his wound, but Koichi continues to use his new technique and constantly attack him, ripping his body apart each time. Although number 6 regenerates or reattaches the missing parts, Koichi keeps the villain at bay until help can arrive. Seeing such skill, All for One begins to observe Koichi, examining how his slide and glide quirk is a simple one with force fields that can repulse or absorb in some way, remarking on his relative mastery of the quirk, while also noting that the quirk itself is the height of mediocrity. He notes that the occasional high output bursts are fleeting and that he runs out of steam shortly afterward, and that it's simply just polished use of a quirk that lacks any decisive power. At least that's what he thought. Noticing the extremely powerful punches Koichi has started to execute with his quirk, All for One reflects on how it is far more than should be possible, likely drawing from a source of passion that he's imbuing his fists with. He thinks about how his quirk has begun to reveal its true potential, wondering if he was disguising it as a weak quirk the whole time, or if his trial had triggered explosive growth, asking him what drives him and what obsession spurred him to evolve. Number 6 seemingly manages to put an end to Koichi, with All for One congratulating him, while lamenting no body means no sample to retrieve. Despite that, he considers it as a whole to be a worthwhile experiment, discovering Koichi's latent potential, even though it couldn't best know.
Okay, you still shouldn't be writing me though. That's a little weird.
Lose control of the combustion process and burn away to nothing, he shot a glorious light on his future. However, they're both further shocked to discover Koichi is still alive and kicking, and their battle resumes. All for One observes their fighting, calling it akin to frolicking within their exchange of passionate blows. He wonders where all their energy is coming from and what their quirks are tapping into, as there's nothing he can comprehend. He's desperate to know how to reach this domain beyond the singularity when he hears Knuckle Duster behind him, telling him that a collector such as him would never understand. All for One turns around to see who spoke to him, but doesn't see anyone. Despite one last-ditch attempt to finish everything off by exploding into several mini bombers, number 6 is done in by the arrival of all the pro heroes, specifically All Might and Endeavor. Despite this, his main body is able to escape, with All for One confronting the skeletal remains. He notes another crisis has been averted by All Might's meddling, but still defends number six's creativity, how even he was able to outmaneuver All Might at the last minute, stating now that no one can stop him and the world is his oyster. Number six slowly begins to rebuild his body, stumbling between the crowds of civilians using his overclock speed to keep him out of sight. All the while, All For One reflects on his current backup display, stating that without enough bomber cells, his combustion ended before completion, but still should be capable of achieving his final goal. He reminds number six that his specialty lies with Operation Anonymous, and with the heroes believing to have defeated the threat, he is once again the Invisible Man, and able to finish the crawler with no one the wiser. They manage to locate Koichi on a nearby rooftop, with All For One telling him to do one quick strike to kill him, also telling him to collect the body for him to study. He gleefully states to kill Koichi for him, but instead number six ignores his request, transforming into his Rokuro Nomura phase to speak with Koichi, brushing away All For One's visage. After their conversation, number six scratches Koichi as a way of leaving his mark on the world before he leaves it, exploding in one final animation. Due to these events, All For One decides to do some research on Koichi's history, but finds nothing extraordinary about him. He's just an utterly average guy, born from ordinary parents and with a monotonous upbringing. And yet he managed to capitalize on a powerful word and abnormal battle prowess. The idea that circumstance, experience, and sheer force of will could turn a man into a Superman invalidates his methodology behind Operation Anonymous. Coming to this conclusion, All For One wonders how he would be able to respond when civilians start taking heroic action. If extraordinary potential is available to everyone, it may be a path to chaos, but it also introduces uncertainty into his machinations. Despite this, All For One tells Kyudai and Kurogiri that they have to pour their efforts into their next plan. Should society reach the point where heroes can appear from anywhere, he'll command an entity that can face any hero head-on through its own individual might. In a status tube, he looks upon their bioengineer Nobu, saying that he was led to this combination by number six himself. All For One continued to prove Tomura as his successor, well aware that Tomura really was the grandson of Nana Shimura, and wanted to use this to his advantage. He also assigned Kurogiri with serving and overseeing Tomura's development, warning Kurogiri to use Shigetomakia once he believes he's no longer capable of ensuring Tomura's safety. Sometime prior to the start of the school year, he created the League of Villains, an organization for Tomura to run and enlist villains to aid in his cause, all while acting as a front for his true goals. Shortly before the start of the school year, he learned a rumor that All Might would become a teacher at UA, so he called upon the Aoyamas, informing Yuga to apply there, intending to use him as his own. USJR. All For One's first command for Yuga was to discover and report when the class and All Might would be isolated together. Thanks to a distraction caused by Tomura, he informed him that All Might would be teaching them while at the unforeseen simulation joint, leading All For One and Kyudai to supply Tomura and Kurogiri with an army of no-name thugs to act as their League of Villains, but also their perfected Nobu, designed to kill All Might once and for all. Unfortunately, their plan fails, and Kurogiri is forced to warp himself and injure Tomura back to their hideout at the last second, allowing them to escape before being defeated. Tomura berates over his failure, his injuries, and losing all their subordinates, and his Nobu being defeated, and of course All Might surviving. However, All For One, speaking on the monitor, says that nothing went wrong and that he was simply over-optimistic. Tomura mentions one kid in particular who kept getting in his way and had a power similar to All Might, which interests All For One. He says that it's too late to mourn and that they should gather a new group and pick for efficiency, saying that they should take all the time that they need. All For One tells Tomura
I'm
that
gonna
he's a
go
single
pee
member
real
of his
quick.
next time he will show the
I will
world
be
the
right
horror of his
back.
existence. UA Sports Festival. A recuperating Tomura watches the UA Sports Festival, including the obstacle race where he sees Izuku take first place. Later on, before the battle between Izuku and Shoto Todoroki begins, All For One tells Tomura to pay close attention to their match, as they might become obstacles for him in the future. Tomura responds by telling his master to not make him laugh.
Now you rinse and refresh. Fight's over in just one wash. Guaranteed. I'm just gonna leave these here. You can watch them, right? You seem trustworthy. create software applaud as owners who try to do a good job for their customers.
All for One, using his monitor to speak through, orders Kodagiri to allow Snade and Tomura to continue talking, saying that Tomura's meeting with Snade and experience infamous villain
I'm
will
back.
stimulate Tomura's growth. Before he leaves Rohosu, Tomura asks All for One to let him borrow some Nobu because he does not like the hero killer Snade,
Hi.
and that destroying things he does not like seems alright. All for One decides to give Tomura 3 Nobu, hoping that Tomura will make the opportunity a learning experience. In the aftermath of the incident, 2 of the Nomu are killed, 1 is detained, and Snade is captured. The latter surprises All for One, but he's still happy that things are going as he has foreseen. He exclaims that Tomura's position is to supervise and unify the new villains who have come to join the League of Villains. Dr. Garaki expresses doubt that Tomura can do his job and says that if All for One stepped in, things would be proceeding faster. All for One proceeds to ask the doctor to patch him up faster, adding that he will let Tomura do all the hard work so that he may become as successful as he was born to do. All for One tells All Might to rejoice in the transient peace while he still can. My Hero Academia, 2 heroes. Learning about David Shield's plan to break into Eye Island during the expo, All for One contacted Wolfram, a villain hired to assist in the scheme, and provided him with an additional muscle augmentation quirk, wanting to have a hand in All Might's former partner's false ability. Forest Training Camp Arc. Thanks to an interaction between Izuku and Tomura,
I am very, very anxious and a little shaky. I don't like
to keep
it.
a secret from potential villain attacks. Despite this, All for One was able to figure it out by commanding Yuga to reveal the location, the information he promptly gave to Tomura to use. Hideout Radar. After the Vanguard Action Squad's successful capture of Katsuki Bakugo and Ragdoll, All for One promptly stole the latter's search quirk. He then had Dr. Garaki once again replicate his quirk, believing that he may be defeated soon. Receiving a copy of the All for One quirk for himself, while the original was kept by the doctor with the intention of passing it down to Tomura when he was ready. After Katsuki attacks Tomura in defiance of joining their cause, Tomura understands that mere words alone won't convince Katsuki to join them, and decides to ask for the force of his teacher to help him convince Katsuki. All for One, who had been watching Tomura on his computer, commands his apprentice for his wise decision. The League of Villains is soon apprehended by pro heroes and the police force. All for One decides to take action himself, emerging at the Nomu manufacturing warehouse, and apologizes to Tiger, explaining that Ragdoll is in a comatose state because he stole her quirk, Search, which he found to be quite useful. Best Genus restrains All for One with his quirk and orders his fellow pro heroes not to let the villain do anything. Before the pros can act, the entire warehouse is completely destroyed and the surrounding area suffers extensive damage as well. All for One had unleashed a blast wave that had seemingly killed the pro heroes and destroyed the warehouse. All for One is livid with the heroes for interfering with his apprentice, who has started thinking for himself as well as leading others by himself and hopes that they no longer bother him. All for One decides to quickly resolve the mess created by the heroes. All for One uses a warping quirk to produce a black liquid at the League of Villains hideout. The black liquid summons dozens of Nobu inside and outside of the hideout, forcing the pro heroes and police force to confront the legions of Nomu. This black liquid also teleports the League of Villains and Katsuki away. All for One discovers the pro heroes have survived his attack. All for One claps and praises Best Genus for using his quirk to pull his fellow heroes out of the way in order to reduce the blast's impact on him. Despite his heavy
Bite.
injuries, Best Genus attempts to fight back.
I heard a noise that was bad. I got antsy, and then my mom was like, "What noise?"
The mighty
I don't know how to describe the noise. It was bad. I am so antsy today. I'm antsy and my panties, and I don't know what to do about it.
However, All for One is neither angry nor disappointed and encourages him to try again since he still has the Vanguard Action Squad and Katsuki, who he deemed important. All for One implores Tomura to continue trying as many times as he likes since everything is for his sake. Suddenly, All Might appears above him and attacks. However, All for One blocks the attack as All Might declares that he will take everything back, while All for One wonders if All Might will attempt to kill him again. All Might and All for One clash, which creates a shockwave that sends Katsuki, Tomura, and the Vanguard Action Squad backwards. Both All for One and All Might criticize each other for becoming weaker. All Might declares that he will save Katsuki and will not repeat the same mistake as he did 6 years ago, and this time he will definitely put All for One behind bars along with the League of Villains. All Might charges at his arch nemesis, but All for One sends another huge blast wave at All Might, causing the symbol of peace to be sent flying away with great force. All for One's blast wave attack not only hits All Might, but destroys several buildings in the process. Katsuki becomes concerned, but All for One tells Katsuki not to fret since his blast wave attack is not strong enough to kill All Might. All for One All for One uses a quirk that forcibly activates Kurogiri's warp gate, which causes a portal to open. All for One orders the League of Villains to escape into Kurogiri's portal. Suddenly, All Might reappears on the battlefield, refusing to allow the arch-villain to escape, and charges at him. Before heading into battle, All for One tells Tomura that he can still grow stronger. All Might and All for One clash once again, while Katsuki tries to fend off some of the Vanguard Action Squad trying to apprehend him. All Might attempts to help Katsuki, only for All for One to intervene and stop him. Suddenly, Izuku, Eijiro Kirishima, and Tenya Ida appear above them in the air. All for One sees the trio and attempts to attack them, but All Might intervenes by punching him. Katsuki manages to use this opportunity to escape alongside Izuku and his friends. Now that the tables have turned, All for One sees that they no longer can secure victory due to Katsuki's rescue, and that most of the Vanguard Action Squad is unconscious. All for One decides to save Tomura and the Vanguard Action Squad, forcefully activating Magnet's magnetism quirk. Before Tomura can stop, he and the Vanguard Action Squad are magnetically pulled into Kurogiri's warp gate. As he's being sucked into the warp gate, Tomura calls out to his teacher, concerned for his safety. Before Tomura teleports away, All for One tells Tomura to continue the fight. Tomura and the unconscious Kurogiri are teleported away by the warp gate, causing the portal to disperse. All Might charges at All for One, but All for One uses his warping quirk to teleport Gran Torino in front of him, using the elderly hero as a human shield, which causes Gran Torino to take All Might's attack. All for One expresses his hatred for All Might, as he is the one who brought down his comrades in the past, and while he descended into darkness, All Might rose to the top as a symbol of peace. All for One prepares to fire his blast wave move, intending to blow away Gran Torino and All Might at the same time. However, All Might pulls Gran Torino away and uses a Detroit Smash to cancel out All for One's blast wave move. All for One sees that the destruction of the city has brought chaos and decides to put the innocent civilians in danger so that All Might will not be able to fight at full strength. Furious with All for One's sadism, All Might grabs his arm while throwing Gran Torino away for safety. All Might admonishes All for One for all the despicable crimes he has committed and for his misanthropy.
You're new.
All Might punches All for One in the face, shattering his glass. However, All Might's
People are
punch was not
stupid.
strong enough to finish him off. As Gran Torino calls out to him, All Might's face reverts to its true form, reaching his limits. All for One says that All Might would not be the first to criticize him, as he's heard all those same lines before from the previous One for All successor, Nana Shimura. All Might is angry at the arch-villain for mentioning her name, as All for One notes that Nana was all bark and no bite, only going on about her ideals and was not even strong. He mocks her for her uselessness and mentions that she died in an embarrassing, shameful way. Infuriated, All Might prepares to attack All for One, but he proceeds to use his blast wave technique against All Might, causing the hero to be blasted into the air. Gran Torino catches All Might and lands him to safety on the ground. All for One decides to finish his apprentice's hard work and sever the trust in heroes once and for all. He once again expresses his hatred for All Might due to taking something away from him and wants him to die in the most gruesome way possible. He fires another blast wave attack at All Might, who, seeing that the innocent civilian is trapped under rubble behind him, blocks All for One's attack and saves the civilian from being harmed. However, All Might expends the last of his power and reverts to his true form. All for One relishes in the fact that All Might's true form has been exposed for all to see. Everyone in the country sees All Might's true form and begins panicking. All for One mocks All Might for the pitiful state he's in. However, All Might does not care about his rotting body nor his exposure to the world and declares that his spirit burns strongly, which is what truly matters. Wanting to break his spirit even more, All for One reveals that Tomura is Nana's grandson. All Might is completely shocked by this information and refuses to believe it, but All for One tells him that it's all the truth. All for One wonders why All Might is not smiling and sarcastically remarks about All Might's smile, which is something Nana would always do. All Might's spirit is greatly demoralized by the mockery, while All for One continues relishing in All Might's pitiful state. Invigorated by the civilians, All Might activates One for All throughout the right side of his body, transforming it into his hero form. All Might smiles and states that heroes have many things to protect, which is why they do not lose. All for One deduces that All Might will unleash his final attack, commenting that wounded heroes are the most terrifying of all. All for One's comment causes him to reminisce about their last battle, where All Might delivered the final blow to him, and admits that the look on All Might's face during the last attack has still haunted him to this very day. All for One prepares to fire his blast wave attack, when suddenly flames strike at the mighty villain, which All for One uses another blast wave attack to swat away. All for One is surprised by the appearance of Endeavor and Edgeshot, specifically how they were able to make peace with the Nova much faster than he expected, and that he shouldn't have taken Endeavor's number 2 rank so lightly. Annoyed with the pro hero's interference, All for One prepares his blast wave attack again. However, Edgeshot uses his quirk and great speed to attack, but All for One dodges the attack. Growing impatient with all the sentimental talk, for One charges at All Might with his heavily empowered and mutated arm. While heading towards All for One knows from battling him that All Might no longer